Hello, everybody. Almighty Tevin here, and I'm pretty much doing the laziest form of detracting possible. Watching Hate Live, not the whole Hate Live, cause fuck that. From my bed, which is very exciting for the children at home. Don't worry, I don't have a camera on because I don't want to scare anybody. It's not like I'm naked or anything. Anyway, it's kind of like the super old days when I recorded videos with Bandicam sitting on the bed. That was a long time ago. Car in the background. But anyway, this is the newest Hate Live, just been done. Amazing titles, amazing content, by the way. Pretty much the whole Hate Live is as a matter of fact, let me give a quick rundown. Business, of course, you know what that is. US is quote unquote politics talk. It's really not. It's them talking about how Donald Trump get hated on and how bad CNN is, and healthcare. That's politics talk, technically, I guess, in the lowest fucking sense of it. Gaming, because he doesn't talk about that every day, and WWE news, which is amazing. I love it when he talks about the WWE and being sarcastic. Part 2 is the weekend preview. He just inserted it in this, which is amazing. He could have just... It's a 20-minute video. He could have recorded it separate. In True MCN Story Part 1. You may say, Tevin, where's True MCN Story Part 2? And what the fuck are you talking about? You ought to know what I'm talking about. You should know what I'm talking about. You better know what I'm talking about. Because everybody, besides me, uploaded videos talking about this. I didn't want to make a video talking about it because my video would have technically just been me saying, hey, listen to this other video. This happened in this other video. And I thought that would have been stupid, so I didn't do it. But yeah. It's this, well, you could just go to the Sons of Kojima YouTube channel. They did some good research, some investigative journalism, TBH, on this Lavaria media company. This shit was a huge ass rabbit hole, and it got pretty weird. And they ended up having people from that used to be on the company come on and talk about shit. And then the CEO, in quotes, of the company came on and talked, I think the day after that, or a couple days after that. It's pretty obvious he only came on the show after those other people came on, because I don't think he would have came on otherwise. But this is pretty much about that. Well, his true story, because of course DSP. If he doesn't tell us, it ain't true. That's his own words. But this is part 3. Emergency! Exclamation mark is the first thing you see in the title, besides, you know, the generic shit. So it has more views. Plus True MCN Story and Q&A. Fuck the Q&A. I'm pretty much only going to listen to the intro of Hate Live because it's the intro. And we're going to go to the True MCN stuff. It's honestly not even a lot to talk about during this, but I don't know. Sometimes people annoy me saying, oh, Tev's on the next DSP video. Your life revolves around DSP. So here you go. Fucking sit here and listen to this dumb shit. And, oh yeah, we're going to listen to the emergency part too. This emergency part, I have no words. If you stick around long enough, you'll know what it is. Or you can just watch the first part of his video. It took him 20-something minutes to go over it, by the way. Clicky. Yeah, 21 minutes to talk about that. 21 minutes. Anyway, let's go through the intro, which is very exciting for the children. Hopefully this video will fucking record. Let me go and check. I'm gonna have to hit the button on the mic to mute myself too, so that's gonna be great. People love that. I don't fucking know. It took a long ass time for his video to start. Cringe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Whew. I'm Dark
Look at how
Side
bad
Phil,
he
and
looked.
welcome to the Hate Live podcast, the return show. I don't even know what number this episode is because the show has been on hiatus for almost a year and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. How you doing? Hopefully
Here we
you're doing
go.
well. Hopefully everything finds everyone
Darth
well.
Vader
We're a year and
cooking.
a half away because we all know that none of you have watched any of my content in a year and a half. This is the very first thing that you're watching in 1.5 years, of course. We've already seen one of the changes to the show. I'm going to say shout out to Darth Vader Viking. He did 100-bit cheer. He said, nice intro, Phil. The show is back.
The intro is old.
The show is going to be very similar to how it used to be, but with some changes. All right. Yes, there's going to be segments. In fact, I have a big paper here with all the things I want to talk about on today's podcast. Today's podcast, I would expect, is going to go at least 2 hours long, if not longer, because we've got so much to talk about, being that it's been a year and a half away.
I read the titles already. He honestly barely talks about anything. This whole Hate Live, pretty much the only content of this Hate Live is him talking about this MCN shit. Everything else is filler. So his next Hate Live is going to be butt unless some drama happen, pretty much.
I don't really
As a matter of fact, that's why this is going to get reasonable views. It's not going to hit 10,000. I doubt it. It might. I don't think so. It might hit 10,000 after a week, but it's not going to hit 10,000 within a week. But that's why it's going to get a good bit of views. Because people are going to want to watch it, and they're not going to want to wait around for somebody else to upload the whole thing or do a shitty reaction video to it that make the video even longer than it should be. And, yeah, they're just going to watch with ad block off. Nice fucking Teespring link, by the way. I like the HTTP fucking bullshit. Teespring.com/stores/DSP gaming. Jesus fucking Christ. And the Patreon down there, too. And the Twitter down there. If you want to buy some shirts from me, I got a Teespring too. It's very exciting with stupid designs and a pretty reasonable one that I made on my own.
I don't really do
Thought I
vlogs
was
all
muted.
the time anymore, to a point where I get to talk with you guys, The communication between myself and you, the viewers, has always been a prime thing that allows me to be kind of like connected
Wrong.
to you, right? And the podcast always used to do that. It was like the go-to place for me to do all
Wrong.
that stuff.
He does it
But
on.
sadly, when the
He does it
podcast
every
went away,
day.
all that kind of made me went to
Dude,
the wayside, and some people fell
He
out of it.
literally has a fucking diary before his stream every day. It's called a pre-stream. He talks about everything for like 45 minutes minimum. You talk about his bills. You talk about his foot hurting. You talk about what fucking energy drink he got. He doesn't need a podcast. This isn't a podcast either, by the way. But honestly, what else is he gonna call it? This is not a podcast. It's a video cast, obviously. Come on.
By the way, shout out to
There we go.
Dewdrop24 who just subscribed to my Twitch channel. Thank you, Dewdrop. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed today's podcast. So let's talk.
A nanny
folks. Let's
moose,
talk
all
about it.
employees.
Oh, I actually got I got a $10 tip from Anonymous. It says all employees, all employees.
Very exciting. This is interaction, you see.
All right, folks, let's talk about what you can expect on today's podcast. All right, first of
Look
all,
at him looking at the chat. What the fuck are you
it's
looking
gonna be
at?
all kinds of stuff. We're going to be talking about myself, the business, world news, gaming news, my schedule coming up, WWE news. There's going to be a whole segment about WWE where I'm going to talk about what I think about the current shows of wrestling and NXT and everything that I've been watching there, because I really don't talk about that stuff at all anymore, right? Ever. And now it's a chance for me to come back and talk about that stuff. There's going to be a whole segment based around what happened with me in the past couple of months, trying to basically find a network on YouTube that would be the best fit for me, and the pitfalls of doing that. I'm going to tell you all the behind-the-scenes stuff that happened with that, because there's a lot of misinformation about it, and I want to clear it all up. There's going to be a Q&A segment where people in the stream chat are going to be able to ask me questions and talk to me and
What
stuff.
the
all right?
fuck are you looking
lots
at?
Lots of stuff going on the podcast today, which is why I fully expect
here we
all the
go.
stuff that I have to discuss. This
Oh
giant
shit, the
list of
Muxie.
things I wanna go
Little
through,
fox dude.
that this show is probably going to end up lasting at least 2 hours, if not longer. Okay.
I love the
Shout out
Muxie
to
bitch here.
Keycon3, who just did a 500
Whoa,
bit cheer. He
$5.
said, yo, you see me, son? Let's start
It's gonna
this
go
game.
straight
Come
to
on,
his
son."
bills.
That's one of the big changes to the podcast now, folks, is that people who are here watching live on Twitch, if they cheer, sub, or tip me, I'll be giving a shout out.
I like
to
how
them.
a big change that we as the viewer, we're supposed to be excited about this. A big change is if someone gives him 10 cents, he's going to say thank you for the bits. And if someone subs to him, he's going to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And if someone tips him, he's going to say, oh, thank you for the tip. That's a big change.
And also, from time to time, I'll actually be looking.
He always look at the chat.
And reacting to what people are saying, which is something I didn't used to do.
I'll
I used
look
to
and
kind of
react to what people say. This is some amazing fucking change. Of course.
isolate myself when I did any kind of a show for YouTube, and it was like, well, I pretend like I'm offline, like I'm not even streaming, and
sure,
it's kind of silly, honestly, because then you're wasting the opportunity.
You're wasting the opportunity of thanking people for sending you 10 cents and ignore them otherwise. Look at them. Jesus.
All right. And I definitely
at least put the chat in a different position so you don't look so obvious.
I've changed up my style, so even my video game playthroughs are far more interactive now. People have said, Phil, you seem more
interactive. Watch his fucking Prey playthrough if you want to be put through that bullshit. Interactive in the dark side world is, oh, just got a 5,000 bitch here from this guy loves balls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's really going to help out. It's going to go straight to my bills. He is now the cheerleader. That's interaction.
Team more engaged, and we like that, and please keep doing it. So that's the deal, is that this is going to be the very
just
first.
Got a 3-month resub from Be the Balls in My Mouth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's going to go straight to my bills. You're really helping me out here. You guys like the new pop-up I have? That's interaction.
Hate Live podcast.
The videos suck now, DSP.
We're going to be more interactive, all right? So again, if you cheer sub or tip me during the stream, you'll get a pop-up notification.
We know already.
Who
wouldn't know this? We saw it.
Saying, okay, lots of stuff to be different and make the show more refreshing than the old podcast.
It's refreshing. Okay. Knowing that someone gave him money and him saying thank you is refreshing. That's gonna help a podcast out. Wow.
And no, I'm not getting paid, but you know
I love this part.
This is the drink that I've been drinking for the past.
I listened to some of this earlier. Stuff I wasn't gonna do a video on.
They're great because they don't have a lot of sugar in them. They don't have loaded with the fucking taurine and all that shit.
I was listening to this at work, and I literally out loud said, and you're gonna have to excuse me for this part, I literally out loud said to myself, what a fucking faggot he is about this goddamn drink. It doesn't have sugar in it, and it doesn't have taurine in it. Are you a 50-year-old woman, DSP? You can't take sugar? You have diabetes? All the shit he fucking eat in his DSP tries videos, he's scared of sugar and taurine. And carbs.
Balls or whatever.
That's what he's scared of. It's
fruit
and veggie juice
mixed with some other ingredients.
Some other ingredients.
Has very low
carbs. My
only,
God, 12 carbs.
So 50 calories in this can, but it gives you a big energy boost, and it actually is a serving of
Jesus fucking Christ
as well. So this is what I drink one a day. I usually have one of these as I'm beginning up with all of my.
Also, he doesn't do anything. Monday, 6 days out of the week, he doesn't leave the house. He wakes up at like 11 a.m. and then he drinks a fucking energy drink and plays games. What the hell is he need an energy drink for? He doesn't even stream for a long time. He needs his fruits and veggies and low carbs and no sugar, man. It's amazing.
So, a nice quick plug to the drink that I really like, although I'm not getting
paid
for this.
What a fucking woman he is about this goddamn drink. Jesus Christ.
So let's talk. The podcast itself, Hate Live.
I think I'm out of here after this little part.
Hate Live for over 2 years.
Yeah, fuck this part. All right. Very professional video making right here. I should look at the comments. Oh yeah. This is a great one. This is something I've been complaining about for probably fucking 2 years at this point. Top comment. Death Cuck Force. LOL, these trolls are fucking stupid. Fucked in the head. That's not a fucking DSP quote. That's got 11 likes. The comment shitting on trolls gets 11 likes. And the funny thing is, DSP, I think in this fucking Hate Live, it's going to be a part I won't listen to, but I believe so. He was complaining about YouTube comments. Like, oh, the YouTube comments are so negative and toxic, and it shouldn't even exist because people shouldn't be able to talk because the YouTube comments are toxic. It's not like people posting comments saying, this is his address, go fucking swat him or something. It's not that bad. But this dumb shit here is toxic, and 11 people liked it. Probably 11 of his fans too, I would assume. That's fucking toxic. Oh, but this is okay because it's shitting on people that don't like him. But if it's shitting on him, then it's toxic, and it's the anal squad or whatever the fuck you say. Ridiculous. This won't get deleted. But if somebody said, LOL, these DSP fans are fucking stupid, that would get deleted. That's toxic. But this isn't toxic. No, both sides are toxic. But stupid people don't fucking realize that. And Be Awesome One apparently replied, and of course you can't see it. DSP Detractor number 47 says the stupid moron with the stupid ass name, cult following sheep. Yo, this dude gotta be trolling. Do a Bloodborne Redemption run. Drunk Driver 1488. Oh, they mean a username. Entertaining. So is DSP officially rage quitting Neo? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go back to Neo unless he's really bored. Drunk Driver 1488. 14 equal the 14 words. 88 equal HH Heil Hitler. You're going way too far into it. And who cares anyway? Whatever. It's not like DSP fucking named him. This is how you don't play Injustice 2 number 23. And Honey Dicked. Oh, they got 20 likes. Okay. See, I gotta like both comments now so I don't look like a hypocrite, Kappa. This is the anal squad for this comment though. This is toxic. This isn't toxic. This is cool. Yeah. Weekend preview. Fuck that. Don't care. The true story behind the scenes of my looking for a new partner network. Part 2. It gets interrupted by an emergency. He actually put that in the description, by the way. And then Teespring and fucking OneUpBox and fucking Loot Crate and fucking website and fucking Patreon and fucking other YouTube and fucking other YouTube and fucking other YouTube. No, Twitch. And fucking YouTube and fucking website again. This is like Twitch for live streaming gameplay. Then you got kingofhake.com/stream for live streaming gameplay daily. Dude, it's the same thing. Then another fucking YouTube. Then a fucking Twitter. Unbelievable is his description. Like, put some little triangles next to it or something. Make it look fancy. Put like some stars there or something. Like, you go to a PewDiePie description. Oh, you gotta mention PewDiePie. You go to anybody that's popular. Or like moderately popular description. They got like fucking stars and Kirby floating around and shit in the description. It's all kind of little logos and shit. It's just not a paragraph wall of text that looks like this. This looks terrible. At least space it out. I already hit show more anyway. Space the shit out. Nitpicking. I don't care. Look how fucking long this is. This is 40 minutes. And then you got him complaining about Panda being at the doctor for 20 minutes. And then you got another 40 minutes. 80 minutes of this true MCN shit. And I guarantee you like 30 minutes of it is probably lies or exaggerations and history. Oh, this happened 40 years ago. Oh, this account got terminated 10 years ago. I lost my fucking job in 1927. Oh, God.
The full story on what's really been going on with me behind the scenes these past few months in regards to my YouTube channel and getting a new partner network and all of that, all right? Let's
I'm about to play Mario Kart.
Up front about everything that's going on, okay? Because there's some information here that you're not going to know that, you know.
Also, like,
if you want to know the full
let me
story.
pause
If you don't
it.
care about this, you can skip it to be a Q&A segment at the end of the show.
I also like how he needs to really run it home. Just really shove it in our face. I'm going to be honest here. You don't have to say that if you're going to really be honest. You don't have to, buddy. You can just be honest. You don't have to tell us how honest you're going to be. Stop being a clown about it. I was about to say something else.
A lot of people have total misinformation on what's going on.
Don't worry, I'm going to turn Mario Kart down. I just want to hit intro.
Outside of what I said, people tell me, oh, this podcast.
There we go.
I don't even care. I'm not listening to the podcast. I'm just going to tell you the God's honest truth about what's been going on the past few months.
Shout out to the SOCast.
So, here's what happened, folks. Back in February, YouTube ad revenue plummeted.
History lesson.
And I contacted
Wonderful.
my longtime partner network, Machinima, and said, can you get me an answer on what's going on with this? Because I need to know because I can't pay my bills. If I can't pay my bills, I'm going to go out of business. So this is a serious
Fucking
concern.
assholes at
And
Machinima
basically
fucking them
beat around the
around.
bush with me for 2 weeks
Ridiculous.
to the point
No
where they
respect.
disrespected me and were
Look
talking
at this
down
shit.
to me.
Ridiculous.
And I realized at that point that it was time for us to part ways because I'm not going to deal with any MCN that's going to basically be passive aggressive and
Insult him.
like a kid and basically tell me
Wow.
my business. So enough was enough.
Okay.
I told him if you're going to keep acting like this to me, I don't want.
Go rewatch the tapes. Insult him? No. Tell him how to run his business? They gave him a suggestion and he took it and he still does it to this day. How the fuck did they tell him how to run his business? The hell is he talking about? This dude is a fucking idiot. Exaggeration.
Part of you anymore, and so they released all
Just
my
like I
videos.
said, history lesson and exaggeration. We got both already.
So I was faced with a dilemma. I needed to get into another partnership right away, okay? Now at first, I already had another partner network lined up.
The suspicious
And I
one that
wanted to
nobody
partner
knew
with a
about.
partner network that I'd been talking with for 2
Whoa.
years. 2 years, all right?
Oh
It was
yeah.
someone who I knew who had a business relationship already in the past, and the guy knew me, knew my
I forgot the
content,
name of
knew
those.
everything about me,
Whoa, everything.
and was basically ready to put me into a managed partnership, give me a pretty good revenue share cut, and he was going to be my manager too, so I'd have a go-to guy to go to for issues.
I'm getting invited at Mario Kart. I'm just
All this
fucking
was gonna
around,
happen,
be honest,
okay?
while I'm listening to this.
Good.
Take a sip.
But sadly, something bad happened. All right, and here's what happened, and this is the truth, and no one knows this.
This is the truth and no one knows this. Who talks this way? Who realistically talks this way? What human talks this way, as DSP would say? Every time you make a statement, you gotta say it's the truth. Jesus, jeez
I didn't have
Louise.
his number. Okay, I didn't have his phone number. What I have is I had
Twitter.
his information.
Twitter.
On
Of course.
Twitter, and that was it. Like I didn't have.
Very professional.
his I wish I had his
I just
Skype.
noticed I
really
tried to
wish had
pause
his Skype.
Mario
I
Kart
didn't have
online and I got fucking bodied.
it. So the only method that I could contact this guy was
Rip.
via Twitter. But obviously, being that my channels were going to be unpartnered right away, at least DSP Gaming was going to be unpartnered from Machinima right away and not be making any money. I needed to find a quick solution.
A quick
right
solution.
away. Okay. All right.
So greedy.
So, I contacted this guy on Twitter, both via PM, but I didn't know if he uses Twitter frequently, so I also publicly messaged him and said, hey man, FYI, I need to talk to you right away.
Oh, people
Well,
shat
as
on
you
him.
guys know, I have stalkers.
Stalkers!
Mentally ill, fucked up in the head stalkers.
Okay, I can't play
Literally-
Mario Kart online because I'm pausing this shit. This motherfucker. What is public Twitter, by the way? I'm banned, so I can't check it. I'm about to go on incognitus. Can I even check his followers? Shit. They really just lock people away, don't they? Well, I can't hate on that. Fair enough. As the ancient Aztecs say, it is what it is. 24,000 followers. He follows 62 people because he thinks he's a fucking celebrity. Stalkers. He has stalkers. So make your account private and ban everybody that follow you. Then you won't have stalkers, right? Because the Twitter follower was a fucking stalker. No, these people are stalkers because he blocked them and they still check his account. Stalkers. I've had better days, but thanks everyone for the well wishes. I didn't die. She took a fucking hospital picture. Please feel bad for me. I had an anxiety attack. And somebody go fucking get pissed off at me. I'm not even about to try to redeem myself for kind of shitting on her anyway. We all go through bad stuff. I feel like I've been through worse, but I think everybody feel like they've been through worse in life. Somebody that ate a sandwich in the morning instead of fucking eggs would probably feel like they ate less than a homeless person because it's them and it's not the homeless person. Anyway, but yeah, stalkers. Stalkers. They follow us every move. You tell us your every move. You're doing a 3-hour-long video talking about your own life right here. If he tells us he's gonna go to an arcade and people are like, oh, Phil went to an arcade today, are they stalking him? This dude is ridiculous.
Every waking moment and every piece of information on the internet, my social media, anything that I post in the comments of a video, anything that I post on my forums, they literally jump on it and find an opportunity to attack. So what they did is they saw this one single tweet to this guy. They researched
And they spammed the
found
fuck out
that
of
he
him.
Works for this certain network on YouTube, and they
Yeah.
spammed the fuck out of the
Lol.
network with Phil's a fucking racist. Phil jerked
He
off
did.
on the stream. Phil's
He is.
shit. If he joins your network, we're gonna talk shit about your network. How could you even consider recruiting this guy? You guys are
Pretty much.
assholes. How dare you?
I agree.
So basically, they went on fucking social media and attacked this company. Now the thing is, this company wasn't a giant company. This company is a relatively small partnership network that was looking to they had been trying to recruit me for 2 years. They wanted me to leave Machinima and come with them.
Did they want to recruit him after he jacked off?
As much money as Machinima. So obviously it made sense for me to stick with Machinima for the length that I did, alright? So, the problem is this company is small. And being a small company, if they were smeared with negative press, hundreds of people...
To be honest, who really cares? This is fucking MCN.
DSP,
it's not Starbucks or something.
Basically making them look bad, alright? They basically couldn't recruit me. They had a meeting. There's a small group of people. It's not like this is a company with thousands of employees and all of this, right? So they all had a meeting, an internal meeting about
Wow, are you kidding me?
Internal meeting just about recruiting me. At the end of the meeting, they were like, "We like Phil.
Who likes him?
We know his content will bring in views and bring us money."
No. They don't like him or his shitty fucking videos. They like money. And these MCNs get free money from people uploading videos. Period. Get the fuck out of here. They like him. No one likes him. The weirdos like him.
And that was even the thing. The guy apologized to me up and down and was like, "Dude, I can't believe it because I like you and we all like you, but the amount of assholes who follow you over the internet screwed you over." It's literally the only reason
I really wish we could have a quote or a screen cap of that, because DSP has lied about the stuff people have said so many times. And I guarantee you this is exaggeration. You got a bunch of fucking assholes that follow you, Phil, but we fucking love you, but we can't hire you because those fucking assholes on the internet, those fucking mentally ill fucking stupid fucking kids. That's the way he would tell us the story, wearing this shitty fucking shirt. It's not a shitty shirt, but he looks really stupid wearing his own shirt with the fucked up controller and the Triple H shirt.
And everything you want is because of them. Because we got this
The pink one too.
Because they saw one tweet that you sent me, they figured that
you wear pink shirts, did DSP?
And they spammed the living shit. Okay, spammed the living shit on it.
Don't seem like the type of dude to wear pink shirt. Take a sip.
Now, Sanguinite just did a 10-bit cheer, and he said, so basically that company caved into the...
10-cent shout out, by the way.
No spine.
No spine. Does this dude know how business and PR works at all? This fucking... Okay, I'm not gonna shit on him. This dude that sent him 10 cents, does he know how business and PR works at all? Okay. Imagine if Adolf Hitler lived, right? And he didn't get a job somewhere because he was Hitler. Did that company not have a spine? I'm obviously not comparing DSP to Hitler. That's a little extreme. But you get the point. Come on, no spine.
No. The thing
ridiculous.
Is, a lot of these companies that are trying to get their foot in the door on YouTube, they're competing with giant monsters like Curse, like Maker Studio.
Isn't Maker getting, like, going through some bad times?
Scale Lab, I think, is huge. So they're competing with these giant MCNs who already have these established footholds on YouTube. They're actively trying to recruit people to their networks, okay? Wow, this is so
here we
dumb,
go.
Because some idiot troll just did a cheer that's completely false, because I'm not even talking about
Jesus
about
Christ.
Yet, just so everyone knows, I'm not. That was later. I'm talking about a different company altogether that this happened up front, early on in February this happened, actually, okay? So that has nothing to do whatsoever with the future relationship with Laveriat. I'm going to explain all that, okay? But this company basically said we can't have negative press. We cannot have negative press.
Wait.
Okay? We can't, sorry.
So what made the dude that sent the other cheer a negative idiot troll or whatever? Because he thought he was talking about a company he not talking about? Okay.
We know it would help us financially, but we may not be able to recruit other people in the future if we have these
hundreds
attacking us daily for being assholes. By the way, those same people attacked Machinima every single day.
Every day.
And everything for having me in their network. Okay? They attack Loot Crate. They attack all these businesses that have partnerships with me. They actively
Loot Crate kinda cut him off, by the way. He's not getting free Loot Crates from them anymore because he apparently not making them enough money. But it's funny because this happened right after he started doing One Up Box, which is a fake Loot Crate that want to compete with Loot Crate. It's one of those 80 other fucking Loot Crate clones. I don't know why he would have a partnership with Loot Crate and then say, okay, let me do this partnership with this One Up Box company. To be honest, it's like if I'm working for fucking it's like if I'm doing commercials for McDonald's and then I do a commercial for Burger King. You know, like if I'm known as being the fucking McDonald's commercial dude and then you see me in a fucking Burger King commercial. You kind of don't do that. If anything, he should have asked Loot Crate, because they might have low-key cut him off and told him that was why, and that wasn't why. But who knows? Here we go.
Shit. They just toxically shit over anyone who has an association.
Toxic.
To basically try to get them to not have an association with me and to have my business fail.
The most toxic YouTuber is calling other people toxic. Phenomenal.
These people are so fucked in the head that they think that this is a good thing to do. This is the right.
I don't think they think it's the right thing to do.
All right.
I don't think they think that necessarily.
Okay. So then, in the meantime, when he told me,
I don't think they're Robin Hood
right now. And by the way, he did say that in the future, maybe, but I don't know. At this point, let's face it. We know that these people that stalk me are never going to stop. Never. So I don't think that I would ever be able to go with like a smaller.
You shouldn't have publicly tweeted him, you dumb.
So that's why I was.
Because he was so fucking desperate, he publicly tweeting people trying to make contracts and shit. It's ridiculous.
Recruiting me as well. But then they also one other company turned me down for the same reasons. Basically, they said,
well, because you
"Man,
suck."
we just looked at your social media, got blown up with negative people when you tried to go with this other company, so we can't.
Wow.
The same situation. All right. So finally, what ended up happening is I applied with Curse. Now, Curse is giant. For those who don't know,
Curse is basically so money hungry, they give no fucks. That's pretty much the cut and paste of it. That's not a term. I don't know why I think it is. Cut and dry? I don't fucking know. But that's pretty much the situation. The Curse is so big, they don't care, and it's free money. So fuck it. GG.
Is actually owned by Twitch. And Twitch is owned by Amazon. They're a giant company. They've recruited thousands of gamers on YouTube. Ads are running on people's videos from Curse. It's a giant network. So Curse doesn't give a shit.
I love how he admits it.
Diddly dicks that people are going to spam their social media saying negative things about me. They don't care. They're immune to that stuff because they're
immune to it.
All right. They're not worried that they can't get more.
Okay, I don't think that's the case. Big companies are very scared of getting shat on social media. DSP.
That being said, I
don't know what world he living in.
That worked out. I signed up with Curse, and first DSP Gaming went to Curse, and then eventually
what the hell?
Went to Curse. And I'll be honest, immediately I started making more money.
Where did this music come from?
Daily, I was making more
oh, that's my phone.
I think that Curse has better advertisement contracts.
That scared the hell out of me.
That people are running ads on Curse network videos, and those are more profitable than those that are with Machinima. I just think that must have been the case. So,
8-year YouTuber.
I'm thinking this is
by the way,
right? Money has gone up.
Money has gone up.
So, as I signed with Curse, and this was probably, I'm not even lying, probably 2 days after I signed with Curse, I received an email from a company I had never heard before. I never heard of them. I didn't know who they were. I'll tell you the name now. The name of the company was
Pultavi. That sounds mad suspicious.
Start searching for Pultavi right now. I did at the time because I'd never heard of them. So this guy
sound like a fucking Russian mafia.
I watch your vlogs, and I actually just saw that you had joined with this Curse company. What are they offering you? And would you consider going with another network if they were to give you better terms or whatever? Okay.
Wait a second.
Now I was incredibly skeptical. Okay. In fact, keep in mind this started happening when I partnered with Curse.
So a company he never heard of contacted him right after he started with Curse and asked him how much he was making with Curse. And he told him? They could have just been some troll trying to figure out how much money you make, dummy. What the hell is wrong with this dude? Somebody did that before, as a matter of fact.
I think it was like the first week of March. Okay?
And he told him.
So this was, I talked with this company for 2 months before I decided to even take a chance with them. All right. So they say, okay, here's what we'll offer you. We're going to offer you a managed partnership.
Something I noticed, by the way, the bid shares and the subs and the tips, pretty low. I'm not seeing anything pop up on this screen. Lol.
A revenue share than what
Just as
Curse
planned.
offers. And now, by the way, I hadn't asked for this or anything. None of this was anything that I have ever asked for. I was offered that what they were going to do out of their own, side.
Their own
they wanted
side?
to do that, right? Was they were going to search the internet for when people made malicious. This is how you
What?
don't play videos. Not normal ones. It was a normal video, and it's someone just being funny or whatever. But if you're looking at a video that's super malicious or whatever, they were going to search. The
But that's
internet for those
subjective.
videos. They weren't going to take them down, but they explained to me that apparently, if someone's using my videos,
I gotta hear
without my
this.
legal permission, that basically I cannot copyright strike that video down, but I own the ad revenue on that video. Now, I don't know if I agree or disagree
Oh,
with that.
get.
That's a screwed up thing. But what they were offering me, which I never said that authorized them to do, but they were going to claim,
Wow.
claim people who were stealing my content and making videos with it and basically take ad revenue from it. So let's say, for example, someone makes a viral video that's totally
So
negative
basically,
about-
DSP would have turned into Nintendo. Basically, he says Nintendo steals ad revenue because he made the video, so he deserves at least half of the ad revenue, right? And of course, he says he didn't ask for that, but would he have said, no, don't do it? Fuck no. He would have took that shit and ran with it. So all of my videos would have been getting claimed by some fake company, and DSP would have been making money off of them. That is really, really fucking corny. That is really corny.
I mean, we both make money on it, okay? Now, keep in mind, I didn't suggest that. I didn't propose it, and I wasn't going to...
Sure, he wasn't gonna go along with it. Lies.
Okay.
Complete nonsense. I
And
don't
was
believe
like, I
that
don't
at
know how
all.
that works legally. You know what I mean? How could that work? I don't know legally if there's a grounds to do this or not. So
As a
that
matter
was
of
something
fact,
that they offer, but I don't obviously know.
Machinima claimed videos, dude. If I remember right, Machinima claimed the swatting video where he got swatted. I think Machinima claimed that video. Machinima claimed one of my videos a long time ago. And Machinima claimed, I think, this is how you don't play something. And people was spamming the fuck out of everybody about it and tweeting about it like crazy when it happened. I'm supposed to believe he don't remember that? He didn't see it. Okay, he wasn't gonna go through with it. Bullshit. That would have been so much extra money with no effort. There's no way he would have turned it down. No way.
That's the deal. That would have gone.
No way he would have turned it down.
So, this is
All those
what
videos
they
that get
wanted to
uploaded,
do.
that would have been
So I said,
at least
I wasn't
hundreds
gonna even be serious
a
with
month,
them yet.
at least.
What I wanted to do was do research. I looked on the internet and I found zero information at that time about this company, Kultavi. I had no idea who they were. I had never heard of them, and I couldn't even find any information about this company existing. By the way, shout out to CJ Euphoria, who just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, CJ Euphoria.
Very exciting interaction, by the way.
Obviously, I'm skeptical when I haven't heard
Remember how
anything
we
from a company.
shield being interactive? Have you heard any interaction? Yep, very interactive. Thank you for fucking subbing. Interacting.
Oh, I mean, obviously, who are they?
That's a good
right?
notification.
So I
Thank you for
actually
fucking subbing.
went back to them and said, listen,
Thanks for fucking subbing.
what you're saying you're going to give me sounds great. I mean, it sounds like you're basically giving me every possible thing that I want.
I thought you didn't
but
want the ad
I don't
revenue
know
thing,
anything
though.
about
Now you're
you.
saying
I was
everything you
reading
want.
on the internet. Can you give me some information about who you are or whatever? Because I never heard of you. And they said, we're an upstart company. We're literally
Upstart
just getting our
scammers.
feet into the water here of YouTube. We're working with 2 or 3 other YouTubers like you who recently left their networks.
So they're working with pieces of
and we
shit,
wanna
too?
See if we can get these people to start building our network. Okay.
Okay.
That sounds okay, but at the same time, you got to take it with a grain of salt. Can you believe these people, right? So, after talking with them for about a week or 2 weeks, and now we're talking around mid-March or so.
I had to talk to them for 2 months.
I'm with Curse, and I'm liking the money I'm making with
Money.
Curse because I'm seeing, oh, this
Money.
is pretty good, but also I'm making the
Money.
money because of the changes I had made. Keep in mind, at that point, I was doing Zelda Breath of the Wild and all that. The problem was with Curse, I was getting all my videos claimed.
Oh.
Okay? All of my videos were being claimed. And it
It's
was
not
every Nintendo video,
factually
every
incorrect.
copyrighted video, or every video that had copyrighted music, like licensed music in it, like Grand Theft Auto. Every day I was opening up my phone and getting 20, 30, 40, 50 emails about videos being claimed. And it was driving me nuts. I was like, I like the money I'm making with Curse, but this is crazy that my videos are getting muted, my videos are getting blocked. This is absolutely terrible that this is the situation. I can't believe that this is the case, okay? So, I was so frustrated. I was like, maybe I should at least entertain this company, even though I've never heard of them before. Maybe I should entertain it. Let's see if they're willing to play ball, and let's see if they're willing to be serious. So I went back just on a whim, and I said, okay, let's talk. But in order for us to start talking, what you basically have to do is write up a contract. Because us talking back and forth won't do anything. You have to show me that you're serious about partnering my channels. And by the way, I would only partner DSP Gaming with you if you would also partner KO Gaming.
Writing up a phantom contract proves that they're serious. Okay.
A managed partnership. Because now you're talking 2 managed partnerships and more ad revenue. Those are enough positives for me to leave Curse and come with you. Okay?
Wait.
Said, okay, we'll write
You just caught that? Did you just catch that? He said, as my phone rings, he said more ad revenue. Now, he didn't say anything about them giving him more from the videos that he made. You know, what are they going to give him? A 99% split or some shit? Now, when he say more ad revenue, I think about what he said a little while ago in this video. When they talked about claiming people videos like mine. That's the more ad revenue. This dude is ridiculous. More ad revenue. It's amazing he was actually gonna fucking do some shit like that.
And I waited about a week, and I didn't get a contract. And I emailed him back, and I'm like, by the way, this is all email communication so far. All email, purely email, okay? And I go back to them and I say, I didn't get a contract.
I didn't get a contract. What the fuck's going on?
Oh, don't worry about it. We're working on it. We're gonna get you a contract. Don't worry about it. Okay, fine.
Where's my fucking contract? Fuck's going on?
Still nothing. So these people are basically, they're trying to recruit me, but then when I start to get serious about it, all of a sudden they like stop responding. So I'm thinking at this point maybe it was fake, or maybe it was just they weren't serious about it, or maybe they're just not professional. I don't know.
Yeah, DSP is very professional.
In the middle of the night.
Very professional.
I finally get the contract. Now this was still, I believe it was either at this point late March or early April. The very first contract I got was for well, let me put it this way. You would think it was for DSP Gaming, but I opened the contract up, all right, and it looks, at first glance, it looks like, oh, it's similar to the other contracts I've signed with companies like Curse or Machinima, but then I start to read it and I realize this is like the most bootleg contract I've ever read in my life. There were spelling errors, there were major grammatical errors. The contract, I'm not exaggerating here, it didn't even reference my YouTube channel.
Shit. What the fuck?
It didn't even reference what the contract was for. It did say ad revenue, and it did say managed partnership, but it didn't say in the contract what channel. So I'm reading it, and I'm like, what? Like,
I wonder how true this is.
So ridiculous. This is so unprofessional, right? Like, and I had to go back to them, and I said, listen, you know, if you want me to take this seriously, you gotta fix this contract. Because I've seen these contracts before with Machinima. I've seen multiple ones, and I just signed one with Curse. I know what's supposed to be in it, right? So I went back to them, and I said, "This is such a mess. You have to fix this wording. You have to fix this word which is misspelled. You have to put obviously the name of my channel on the contract." It was
a spelling error is gonna make the contract not valid. Okay.
Ridiculous. So I pushed back to them with this information. They say, okay, we'll fix it, we'll get back to you. Like a week passes, and they still didn't do it. And I'm like,
wow,
what the hell is going on?
What the fuck's going on?
Is this a serious company or not? So finally, after a week, I emailed them again. I sent them another email. And I even told them up front, I said, you know what, right now, honestly, one of the major things that's kind of holding me back from wanting to partner with you is because you don't respond in a timely manner at all. I send you an email on an urgent matter, fix the contract, and you take a week and you don't even do it, you know? Like, this is terrible. This is just like a horrible...
Why does dude expect everybody to respond to him so fast and like suck him off all the time? It's ridiculous.
We're much more responsive. We really don't use emails that much, but on Skype you could talk to the person who was the person I'd been talking to, who supposedly was a recruiter for Poltavi, or this person is like the head, the CEO. Okay? So this guy comes out and you can talk directly to him if you want. Okay.
Look at him staring at the chat.
So, FYI, this contract was hilarious. We went back and forth basically like 4 times, no lie. It took like another 2 weeks to finally get this contract for DSP Gaming to have the correct terms, to promise the managed partnership, to promise all the right things that they had promised me that they were going to give me, okay? And finally, at the end, all they put on the contract, it said for DSP Gaming. That's all it said. They never even put the YouTube channel web address into the contract. Therefore, that contract was never legally binding. The contract was never linked to the DSP Gaming channel at all. They never had any kind of authority to do anything with DSP Gaming. All right.
So how did KO Gaming end up having Laverius shit in the metadata? I need this to be explained.
I said, this is hilarious, but finally they had given me a contract. I didn't sign it. I did not sign the contract. I said, okay, that's great, but you also promised me that you're going to do this for KO Gaming. So before I'm willing to even consider signing any contract or whatever, now you've got to do a contract for KO Gaming. So then, within a couple days, they send me a contract for KO Gaming, and the contract's wrong again. The contract does say KO Gaming, but they've got the terms on there for DSP Gaming, for which they were going to pay me a little more.
Oh.
The terms were wrong. So again, I had to go back to them, and I'm like, guys, you're screwed up again. The contract is wrong. It's not what you told me it was going to be.
They copied and pasted it.
It's not going to fly. So again, they had to fix it, and we went back and forth again. So ridiculous, right? Going back and forth,
Well, he really pooing on his company.
Finally, it was about, I would say, because I'm trying to think, when this was last week when all the fiasco happened with me falling out with them. So it was the week before that.
Somebody playing Metal Gear Solid 5.
So it would have been the last week of April /
I fucking hate
first
those Steam
week of May,
pop-ups.
somewhere along those lines.
And I don't have them disabled on my second account.
Where finally they
My
had
Steam
provided
Sock
me
account.
with 2 contracts that actually had the right information on them. It finally was in English, not broken English. Or was
This dude acting like he a fucking language teacher or some shit. Get over
finally,
yourself.
The contracts kind of look
Jesus.
similar to other contracts that I've done with other
People,
But
take a sip.
get this. Get this. They didn't have my physical address. They never asked for it. They didn't ask for my PayPal information so that they could pay me. They didn't ask for my tax ID. None of that. None of it. Then all that you're supposed to do, at least in the contract or around the same time. I know this, again, because I've partnered with other networks. So I talked to them about that repeatedly. I'm like, do you want my address? Do you want this info? Do you want that? And they never basically...
He want this random fucking dude to dox him.
Never. What they did say... okay. What they did say is... go to our website.
He looking at the chat like, where the fuck are the chairs?
That website, much like you've done with Curse and other companies, you can register your YouTube channels. And once the contracts
Wait,
are
Pull
signed
Tavi got a
and
website?
through, they'll link to that dashboard, and then from there you'll be able to submit all your information. Now I'm thinking that's not how it works.
Who
with every other
cares?
partner with, so this seems kind of fishy, right? But for the sake of argument,
Okay.
let's see what happens. So after waiting a ton of time,
For the
right,
sake of argument, let me give this insane amounts of info to these dudes that I don't even know exist. For the sake of argument, let me possibly like go to some weird website and get fished or whatever. For the sake of argument. Ladies and gentlemen, the greediest person in the world. Risking it all for a few extra dollars in ad revenue.
Now we've been working with them for 2
Amazing.
months on trying to get contracts negotiated to the point
I would have
that
been
they
opted out of this shit.
I had 2 contracts, one for KO Gaming, one for DSP Gaming, promising a managed partnership on each. By the way, they still were not responding in a very timely manner. Even when I was talking to them on Skype, which I ended up making.
Oh, he made a Skype, huh?
Sure that I wasn't on the IP where I could be doxxed or not DDoS attacked or whatever when I talked to them. Basically, I had to do this all this rigmarole.
Now, of course, I don't think he being DDoS attacked in 2017. But recently, he been talking about he think he been getting DDoS attacked tonight. He not, because he said he can't even find proof that says that he is. But he made a Skype to talk to these dudes, something that he been scared to make forever. And then right after everything blow up with these dudes, he thinks he's getting DDoS attacked. He didn't tell us this information before. For the last couple days, he was like, "Oh, it's due weeks. We can have my fucking IP." But these dudes could have it. This random fucking dude that could just be some dude, some kid in Russia or some shit. Pull Tavi.
They still weren't responding in a timely manner. It was
Sound like a Russian hacker group.
Things that I was asking them and stuff. Okay. By the way, at this point, still no information about Poltavi on the internet at all. It was funny. There was nothing. You couldn't find out who they were associated with any other network or whatever. And through this entire process, Not once did anyone who I spoke with at Poltavi mention that Poltavi is a subsidiary of another company. So there was no way to know that they were associated with any other company, okay? Okay. Fair enough. So finally, when the first week of May, I said, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a shot.
You've been giving it a shot. The hell is he talking about?
And before I did anything,
just like I said, risking it all for a few extra ad dollars. He's going to give it a shot. He's been giving it a shot. He's been going back and forth with a suspicious company for 2 months just to make a few extra dollars. These people sent him broken contracts with fucked up language in them and fucked up English. Didn't link stuff right, didn't ask him for the right information on time, took weeks to respond. He still sat through all of it with the hopes of making a couple extra dollars on YouTube. That is amazing. Literally risking his livelihood to make a couple extra dollars. That's fucking phenomenal.
Quickly talked with Curse, and I explained the entire situation to them from start to finish. And I said, hey guys, listen, I like being with you. I'm making decent money with you. It just sucks that all my videos are ending up getting content ID matched and claimed. Would it be possible if I go with this other company? All right, if I go with them, and then something falls through, or they're full of it and they're just making it up, because I can't find any information on the internet about these guys at all. If it ends up being a scam, if it ends up being fake or whatever, or they don't,
he risked being scammed.
Would I come back to you? And Curse actually,
oh my God,
and said, yes, we actually for the past 2 months have enjoyed you being with us. We've made decent money. You're making decent money. Everything's been a good relationship.
It was no relationship.
We'd love to have you back, but just understand, we're not going to have you come back and then leave and come back and then leave and then come back.
Oh.
You know, if you come back, we would hope that this would be the time that you would come back and kind of stick with us, all right? I said,
so he's stuck with him. If he leaves, they're not going to let him come back, probably.
I agree with you. I wouldn't want you to have to constantly be doing this work of partnering,
Interesting.
partnering or whatever. Sounds good to me. Let's see what happens with this company, Poltavi. And then I formally requested that my YouTube channels, DSP Gaming and KO Gaming, be unlinked from Curse as of May 1st. Okay? All right. So there you go. So May 1st comes, and, you know, at this point now, by the way, at this point, I did sign the contracts. Signed the contracts, I say, because the contracts weren't legal. The contracts I signed with Poltavi didn't actually have the web addresses of my YouTube channels on them. Therefore, they had never had any legal claim to any of the ad revenue on my channel.
Listen to this shit. So he signed contracts knowing that they wasn't legally binding because they was incorrect, but with the intent of them thinking it was legally binding. Do you understand how fucking sleazy this is? I know the contract isn't legally binding because they called me Devin Fizzle. But I'm going to sign it anyway because they stupid. And if I come out good and make money, then I'm going to keep making the money. But if it turn out bad, I'm going to say, oh, you fucked my name up. That's not me. I'm out of here, son. I already 5,000 G. That's what he did. That is amazing. This dude. That's terrible. That is terrible. It wasn't legally binding because the information was wrong or missing, but he signed it anyway, knowing it was wrong because he'd be able to instantly leave if something went wrong on his end. So basically, what he's admitting here, that he was okay with screwing over this company, but he wasn't okay with them screwing over him, obviously. If they screwed over him, he would have been out immediately. And if they would have tried to take him to court or try to go somewhere with it, he could say, oh, you fucking spelled my name wrong and didn't put the YouTube link. It's not me. That's not DSP Gaming. That's some other fucking guy. That's DSP Gaming with an underscore right there. That's not me. But if he would have made mad money that he didn't deserve, he would have been, oh, it's cool. I love this contract. These guys are great. But the thing is, though, they could have, if the contract would have worked out in his favor, they could have came back a month later and say, we did something wrong, so you fucking out. This is a sleazy ass dude.
Channels. But in the contracts were bumped,
wow.
basically. But I was curious.
He was curious. You signed a contract out of curiosity, knowing it was wrong.
And a little bit unprofessional.
Jesus Christ. That is insane. That's so
I
ridiculous.
signed the contracts.
Wow.
By the way, the contracts were only for 30 days. There are 30-day renewing contracts. Every 30 days, you can at any time you could request to be released from the contract, and then the other side has 30 days to release you. Or that usually
That's really stupid.
This happens. A company will just release you immediately. Okay.
A 30-day contract every 30 days.
So there you
Wow.
go.
YouTube is very
That's what
prestigious.
happened. Now, Curse unlinked both of my YouTube
2017
videos on
YouTube is
Curse,
very
okay?
prestigious.
Great.
Fake
One of
companies
them
give you
is
30-day
they kept
contracts.
the plan and there were no issues or
Jeez,
whatever.
man.
All right.
Jeez.
Is the channels would have been unlinked. I would have linked the channels to this Poltavi network, and then I would have had to mass monetize my videos in a bulk move, so get them all, monetized or whatever. And then they would have started making the ad revenue, and then supposedly behind the scenes I was supposed to register for their website and give them all the tax information, and then they were supposed to immediately push me to a managed partnership, okay? And then everything would be good.
Thumbs up.
Here's
What is this
happened.
thing I'm seeing on my
I
screen?
went to do this.
Oh, okay,
Chris
device
opened my
manager.
channels, and then I went to have Poltavi link them. And by the way, I told them to do KO Gaming first, and here's why. I'm not so stupid.
I want to hear this.
All right.
I want to hear this.
I'm not so stupid.
This is probably super sleazy.
I would just give them both of my channels, permission right away. I knew that if I was going to do this, I was going to give them KO Gaming first, have them make KO Gaming the managed partnership first, and then if they did it, then I would do KO
Look how
Gaming.
fucking sleazy he
It's
is.
my main income on YouTube. KO Gaming, I make like
Yo,
I make a few bucks a
this
month.
dude, and then the fact that he admits this in this video and he's talking about this publicly is ridiculous. Because if he ever leave Curse and try to legit find a good partnership company and not just one that just fucking say, okay, you make enough views, you make free money for us, we're gonna take you, like a personal one, like a legit one but they like call you on the phone and text you or whatever, and they watch this. If they was to watch this dude tried the sleaziest shit. I'm going to partner my small channel and see if they really do it. And if they don't do it, then I'm out. If they really do it, then I'm in. And if I get fucked over still, then I can leave anyway because I know the contract wrong, but I signed it. But they think it's right. Holy cow. He is a sleazeball.
Up or whatever for a little bit, I don't care. But DSP gaming, I need to make money on. Okay, so my
Very
intention-
fucking transparent right there.
My original intention was never to actually link both channels right away. It was to link KO Gaming first, see if they fulfilled their promise, and then link DSP Gaming. All right, that was my intention. Unfortunately, what happened was when I unlinked my channels from Curse on May 1st, YouTube started a new system. And the new system is you now have to have a personal AdSense account approved and linked to your YouTube channels in order for them to then be approved for monetization so that you can put ads on your videos. And then once you're approved for monetization, then you can link to a new network. Now, when I went with Curse back in March, this system didn't exist. This is brand new. YouTube just instituted this in the past few weeks. Therefore, no one even
Okay,
knew
no
this
one
existed.
knew.
Like, no one had any idea that unlinking my
Jeez.
channels from Curse was going to require me then to get a
Maybe this
AdSense
dumb
account
3-day-old
to each
company didn't
channel
know.
so that I could then link
Just
it to
maybe.
Poltavi. No one knew that. Poltavi didn't know. I didn't know. Curse didn't know. No one knew about
What?
this.
He didn't
I was
ask Curse.
like basically the first person to be affected by this negatively. Okay. All right. So here's what I did. I said, okay, I'm going to make a personal AdSense account. I'm going to link it to both channels, but I fucked up, and when I fucked up is not that I made a mistake. I trusted YouTube's system to work properly.
I fucked up, and when I fucked up, oh, it wasn't my mistake. You fucked up. When you fucked up, it wasn't your mistake. 35-year-old man can't tell us when he make a mistake. Okay.
Here's what happened. So that was Monday. I think Monday morning.
He shouldn't even be allowed to be on AdSense, by the way. He been got banned from that. I think he's using fucking Pandaloo name. That's what a lot of other people think too.
Hold on one second, everybody. I'll be right back. I'm getting an important phone call.
Why did he cut the video? He muted the mic but didn't cut the video. Okay. He could have just went to a BRB screen. This is a little awkward. Well.
Actually leave. So I will be just see. It came out of nowhere.
Panda
and,
emergency.
I have to deal with it now. So guess what? Sadly, the podcast has to end. I can't finish my story right now. But when I am available to finish it, which maybe later today I will, but right now, sadly, I don't even have time to upload. I have to actually leave. So I will be going out, and I will be back hopefully later today, and everything will be fine. But I have no idea right now. I'm kind of in the dark, so I have to go take care of some personal stuff, all right? It happens. It sucks. But
Okay, whatever. You're done. There was the Panda anxiety attack, which turns out to be the star of the fucking Hey Live podcast, which is why this video got 3,300 views. Oh boy. And when you hear how he talked about this situation, oh boy. Let's read the comments though, because this is going to spoil everything. 96 fucking likes for this. Why would you talk about her situation like that? Now everyone knows she has anxiety issues. SMH, just say there was a personal emergency and get on with it. Exactly. I said this last night when somebody was playing some of this. I didn't listen to the whole thing though, because I didn't want to be spoiled on it. I said all he had to do was say it was a family issue. Period. Don't say who family, don't say what family. It was a family issue. Because no matter what, people on the internet are going to fucking take it all kind of crazy directions anyway. Oh my God, Panda Lee fucking died. That was the family issue. People are going to say dumb shit anyway. So just say it was a family issue. Leave everybody in the dark. Fuck it. Who cares? He do that all the time. He did that with his partnership. He didn't say to a company he was being partnered with. But he tell us how transparent he is. But only when it's in his favor and when it helps him out. So we could have just did that. But no, instead, he talks for 20 plus minutes about this girl anxiety attack and her being in the hospital and shit. Now, if you was Panda Lee, would you want the whole internet, especially DSP's viewer base, would you want Darkside Phil's viewer base knowing that you had an anxiety attack at work? Fuck no. That's the worst group of people that can know something like that. So now he getting shat on for it, and thousands of strangers know that this girl has anxiety attacks. That's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh my God. And then look, with emergency nice and huge at the beginning of the title, no less. Yeah, that's to get attention. He trying to get attention off this girl's situation. That's so fucking nasty. Because then he wouldn't get to play the victim. 20-minute rant about everything that could go wrong. Yeah, pretty much. What's so personal about revealing she has anxiety attacks? Is this dude a fucking moron? You whining as if he spilled nude pics of his girlfriend over the internet. Well, he already did. Maybe she was fine with him talking about this. Maybe she was fine with him talking about it. The way DSP explained the story, Panda Lee was like half fucking dead because they gave her some drugs at the hospital. And she was asleep during his pre-stream. You think he asked her in the call, hey, how do you find if I fucking tell the whole internet about your anxiety attack? Fuck no. Bullshit. She was okay with him talking about it. Get the fuck out of here. Unbelievable how fucking dumb some of these people are. And then this dude say, he's so sensitive. And then he calls him a snowflake because we on the internet. Look how cool you are. I was a former long-term fan of The Longest Time and could not figure out why Phil emphasizes drama as frequently as he does, especially when he claims that he doesn't. Now I realize that you're probably right. It is calculated and financially motivated, and milking chaos to ream profit. This shit got a thousand more views than the other video. And you could say, oh, but Tevin, it's because it's his last uploaded video. But that's bullshit, because this is part 3 of something. And it's the emergency. It's the True MCN story part 2, and it's the Q&A. 3,000 people didn't show up for a Q&A. 3,000 people didn't show up for the second half of a story, and not the first half. Only 2,000 saw the first half. 3,000 people showed up because emergency! Exclamation mark. People showing up to this video thinking this dude got swatted or some shit again. It's ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. I'm not reading all these comments. And then another more fucking proof in the pudding. It's okay for life. More fucking proof in the pudding. This video got 90 something comments, and the other videos got like 20 at most. And Sky Sans was be like He doesn't watch TV at all. You seriously have to pay for emergency treatments at hospitals in the U.S.? No way. Yeah, we don't live in fucking Kekistan like you or whatever. Somebody gonna be offended by that. I don't care. Kekistan. I wonder how different this country would be if healthcare was technically free. I saw somebody post a comment somewhere saying it come out of their taxes. And it was like, oh, I went to the doctor and I didn't have to pay a thing. But if it come out of your taxes, you're paying for it without needing it. I don't know. But technically everybody pay for it. I don't know. I feel like it just wouldn't work. I don't know. Is it a country that got more people in the United States that got free healthcare? Somebody let me know in the comments.
All right, everyone. Hello and welcome back.
Not fucking Greenland or some shit. People live in countries with like 8 next door neighbors, and that's the whole country. And they're like, we got free fucking healthcare.
You're just watching the videos in sequence, and this is now part
You got one hospital and 2 nurses.
But for those of you who were watching this live on
Those other
screen,
countries also don't have like food stamps and shit either, though, I think. So I guess we get something. Technically, people get something for free.
What the hell happened? Why did we run out of a house like that?
We're weird where
Looks
we
like they
live
had
in.
to go. This camera is straight.
Who cares about the fucking camera, DSP? Buy a new one.
better. Now
Shitty
it's
fucking
straight.
old ass camera.
Whew.
Damn.
Actually, no, now, well, whatever. It looks straight to me. Maybe I made it crooked now. I don't know. It looks straight to me. Anyway. All right. So here's what happened. I was sitting here. I was doing the podcast. As you know, I'm in the middle of my story about MCNs. Right. In the middle of my story.
This is gonna be a while, by the way.
Going full force. And in fact, I was getting to the big climactic part of what actually happened.
He was getting to the climactic part, but part 2 is 40 minutes long.
With my story with this Pultavi network or whatever. And
30
as I'm
minute
about
to
get
30 to
the
40 minute
climactic
climax.
part, I get a phone call.
Is this Bayonetta?
And it's from Leanna's job, and they're like, "We need you to come in right now. We got a problem.
She fucking went crazy at work.
I tried to answer, and I couldn't answer. As you saw on
I'm sure it wasn't awkward at all
I
today.
tried, and it didn't even work. I missed the call, so then I had to call them back. And basically, they said, your girlfriend here is not doing too good. She had some kind of an anxiety attack, and she needs something. And basically, paramedics had showed
Jesus
up,
Christ.
okay? Now, Leanna has a history of doing this, having these attacks. It's not her fault or whatever. She just had it her life. She's had a bunch of them.
Okay, I'm gonna completely disregard it's not her fault thing. Apparently, it can be your fault to have anxiety attacks. But when I was listening to part of this last night, I thought to myself, he calls people mentally ill all the time. I think somebody that has an anxiety attack at work can be called mentally ill. I think so.
And she just happened to have a really bad one at work today. It's happened before, and if it's at home, usually there's no problem. We can get her to calm down or whatever. But at this time, it happened in the middle of a work day. She was really stressed out, apparently. And boom.
So she has mental problems then, DSP, right?
And basically, it was so bad that
Is she mentally ill?
down, and they had to call the paramedics. So I was like, okay, what should I do here? I don't have a car, so if I'm going to come to the mall, I need to get a taxi or whatever. She has
Thanks for letting us know she work at the mall.
To her job, right? And I need to get a taxi to her job so that I could, obviously be there and help her out.
Taxi,
So,
by the
I
way.
called the
Taxi
cell phone.
in 2017.
She answered, which I didn't expect.
Taking a
She answered,
taxi.
like, okay. So I called the cell phone. And she's like, I'm here with the paramedics. They're gonna take me to the hospital because it's so bad. And I said,
She
"All
couldn't
right,
drive herself?
give me the keys
She
to
was
your manager.
calm enough to
But I'll
talk
do is
on the
I'll
phone.
taxi
I don't know,
to
whatever.
there. I'll get the keys. I'll drive from your job to the hospital, and I'll meet you at the hospital. Okay? Because we leave the car, now we can't get anywhere, right? If I just take a taxi to the hospital, it wouldn't make sense. Let's do it in the right order. Okay?
Sound like it took more time this way.
So she says, okay. So I hang up. I call back her manager. I let her know I'm on the way. I'm calling a taxi. So I call a taxi. Taxi's on the way to the house or whatever. Then as the taxi was about to arrive, I realized, oh crap, I don't know where Leanna parked the car. So I had to call her back and find out where she had parked the car. But I didn't even call. I texted her. Got a text.
Text.
All right.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, okay. So I waited for the taxi. Taxi shows up. Explained to the guy who made it, by the way. Yes, the stereotype.
Oh, by the way, do you realize how this story is going? Let me move the mouse cursor. This could be a thumbnail, maybe. Do you realize the way this story is going? He's given all of these details about how annoying everything is. That's the whole story of this. It's just him talking about how annoyed he is.
The guy could barely speak English. Guy shows up, okay.
He should have took an Uber. Taxis in 2017. Ridiculous.
So we get there. It takes about only like 15 minutes. But then get this. So I don't have cash.
Of course you don't.
I don't have any cash on me at all.
You a big baller card user.
Leanna's en route, if not at the hospital already, and I need to get this car and get over there. So I hand him the credit card. He goes to swipe it. Oh, I don't know what's going on. And this guy, first of all, this cab, okay, he has a meter, so a standard meter with a card slot. Then he has a pad, like a little pad. I don't know, what do you call it? Tablet, a little tablet, LG tablet. That's like suspended in front of him on some stand or some complex.
A stand is complex?
There. And he's fucking with that, trying to get it to work. In the meantime, I've got a display in front of me that says, you know, Seattle Taxi or whatever with information. So I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna swipe. He goes, no, do not swipe. It's not ready. It's not ready. Do not swipe. Okay, not gonna swipe. So he's messing with it. Oh God, he's mumbling in another language that I don't understand. He's going crazy. I said,
that's how we explain other languages.
All right. So he's messing with it. Still not working. Unplugs the tablet. Replugs the tablet. Unplugs the tablet. Replugs the tablet. Tries it again. Doesn't work. Okay. Powers down the tablet.
Oh,
Powers
wow.
up the tablet. Tries it again. Doesn't work. I'm like,
He was trolling him. He watched his videos.
is this like a cruel joke that something serious is going on and I need to be somewhere and the fucking thing, you know what I mean? And I was, at this point, I was about to get out of the car. And I was like, I will go to an ATM.
No, I would have got out and left. He wouldn't have got any money.
ATM, come right back. He goes, no, I will fix.
He thought he would have got out and left and not paid.
5 minutes, and finally he gets it to go. So I'm not even kidding you. The wait to pay for my taxi was longer than.
No, I would have got out and left.
And good thing he didn't charge me for it, or I probably would have ripped his fucking
Sure.
head off. But that was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. Stupid taxi ride, really.
Look how much this inconvenienced him.
All right. So,
Stupid fucking
I get out
taxi
of the car,
ride,
go to
man.
the job, get the keys, okay. Now I gotta find the car.
He's going through every
there's this
detail,
parking
bruh.
garage.
Every
I walk
fucking
around the
detail.
parking garage. I finally find it after like
This
5
whole
minutes of walking
story.
around. Get in the car, go to the hospital, and what a rigmarole.
To tell you about how much details he go through and how much he has to explain how annoyed he is because this just annoyed him. That's all this is. This was an annoyance. This ruined his day. He was too busy streaming and waiting for bits to come in. And this ruined his day. This ruined his stream. Fucking stupid Panda Lee. Mentally ill motherfucker having anxiety attacks and shit. She should have calmed the fuck down. She ruined this dude's stream. And he had to take a taxi cab. And he had to eat a ham sandwich at the hospital. That's how much details he gave us, by the way. We know what kind of sandwich he ate at the hospital. She ruined his fucking day. Fucking trolling ass Panda Lee. She probably was faking it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Okay, so I go to the hospital, and I walk in to the front main area because I don't know where to go. I don't know if they brought her to emergency. I don't know if she's been already, if she's going to be admitted to the hospital. I don't know what's going on, how serious this whole situation is. I have no idea. Okay. Fly Eagles
Oh,
Fly,
God.
shout out to Fly Eagles Fly, who just did just subscribed to the channel actually. Thank you, Fly Eagles Fly. I appreciate it.
He talking about his girlfriend going to the hospital. And he gives a shout out to a Twitch sub in between. Unreal. I appreciate that.
Information desk. It's completely empty. There's no one sitting there. You can tell there's 4 chairs, no one there. I guess 'cause it's Sunday. No one.
It's Mother's Day. It was Mother's Day, DSP. Less people probably showed up.
Finally, I find a phone. It says,
What the
"Oh,
fuck?
Lift this phone for information." Okay, I pick up the phone. Hello, is this who is this? Can you help me? You know, my girlfriend, I think she's in the hospital somewhere. And they're like, oh, okay, what's her name? I give her the name. Like, okay, she's still over in emergency, so go this way and go to emergency. Okay, would have been nice if, you know, there was a fucking...
You talk to a human.
Having to find a random phone that was hidden
hidden phone.
So.
Oh my God.
Okay. I get out. I go to this lobby. I go to the emergency. So again, I walk to emergency. Now there's a line, and I'm like, well, these are people who are hurt. What do I do? So I get in line, but I'm looking around. I wait in line for like 5 minutes, and I realize to my left, way over here, on a tiny little sign, not even like apparent, little sign, it says visitor check-in. I'm like, wow. If only there was a big fucking sign, so everyone would know where to go.
It's not your fault you need glasses, DSP. Well, no, it's not your fault. You're right. There's nothing you could do.
I get out of the line I'm in. I go over there, talk to a security guy. You know, gives me a copy of my license, checks me in. He says, okay, she's down there. She's in room 228. I said, so what's the deal?
Telling us the room number.
You know, she had another anxiety attack.
Jeez.
Well, not another, because they don't know that she's had them in the past. She had an anxiety attack. Apparently she's drugged, and she's in this room awaiting a doctor to kind of come.
See, apparently she's drugged. But some fucking cunt in the comments, maybe she was okay with him talking about this. Sure, she was okay with it. Just like how a fucking drugged woman would be okay with being raped. Morons. Okay, that was going a little too far. Fly Eagles Fly. He did his notification. Keep up the great content. Been watching since 2010.
Or whatever. I guess the doctor's coming in to check her out.
Been watching since 1978, Phil. Love your videos.
No, he did say that. He had told me there was a doctor that was checking her out or something like that.
Tell us who the chili is, DSP.
So, I walk through, I go all the way to the back of the emergency area where they got her in a room, and I go in, and she's conscious, but she's kind of loopy.
She agreed for him to talk about this. Kind of loopy.
Nothing, no anxiety or nothing. She was just like, oh,
Yeah,
like this.
she was high. She agreed to this, though.
So,
She gave consent.
Okay, you didn't fall, you didn't hit your head or nothing, right? No. It happens. It sucks because it happens every once in a while. And now this is the worst one.
Wow.
So maybe that she has to go see, her doctor and try to get some kind of thing to take care of it. Because the bottom line is with anxiety attacks, they suck. The reason that they suck is there's really no way to cure them. Okay.
You just take medicine. So then when you don't have the medicine, it come back and it's worse. Wonderful. The American way.
If there's someone who's like constantly has mental issues and is having these problems, they could go on a antidepressant, but that's not the situation here. The situation is every once in a while.
Wait.
And now it's like easy. You gotta try to compensate.
Every once in a while, she has anxiety attacks, but she doesn't need medicine according to Dr. Darkside over here. Well, what the fuck does she need? A hug? She needs something. I don't necessarily agree with taking medicine to just get rid of stuff or make you think that you don't have issues, but she obviously needs something. I mean, maybe, just maybe, she needs this guy to treat her a little bit better. I don't know about you, but if I was living with a girl that had anxiety attacks, I wouldn't do stuff like wake up from sleeping or cook food, or always make her cook every day when she get home from work, because I'm too busy playing video games. Just maybe. And I'm not the nicest person in the world, but I'm not that much of a fucking asshole. Sheesh.
Now in this case, they drugged her. So
Drugs,
she got
yeah.
Woozy or whatever. So I sat there with her, and I'm not even kidding. We're sitting there waiting. I said, well, what are we waiting for? She says, I guess they told me that there's going to be a counselor.
Counselor.
Talking to me about this and what happened and or whatever to make sure I'm all right.
Anxiety attacks in you.
We can't get any further help or diagnosis until this counselor comes in.
Counselor.
Okay.
It was the sandwich nurse.
So we're sitting there, and I look down, and on her lap, she's on a hospital gurney or whatever, sitting there in the room. On her lap is a brochure. I said, what's this? I pick it up. Finance, how to pay. Finance. I'm like, you're in the emergency room. Like, they already gave you a way to pay the bill? And I'm looking at it like, imagine if you were here and you had your arm chopped off and your arm is fucking splurting blood.
I think if your arm is chopped off, they're not going to give you a brochure. This girl was able to text and talk on the phone. Yeah.
They start suturing it. Do they hand you the payment brochure first just to be sure you could fucking pay? I couldn't believe it. I was like, if that was me and I was sitting in an emergency room, I'd be fucking offended.
Okay.
That you would hand me this up front like that. Seriously, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here with this. I'm insulted that you hand me a payment fucking plan already. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Go to the emergency room? I don't know.
So, we wait there. How long? Now, let's see. How long did we wait? Let's see how people can take a guess. How long did we wait?
Still, this entire story is detailing how annoyed he was at this hospital trip. I think maybe if you was to cut it down, about 3 minutes of the story is actually about Panda Lee. The rest is about how annoyed he is. It's just him crying about going to the hospital.
Wait 20 minutes.
Imagine if he had a kid and he had to go to the hospital.
Did we wait 40 minutes? No. Did we wait 50 minutes?
We show up and they got someone with a fucking bullet in his head, and I'm like, I got a fucking kid on the way here, and they didn't want to fucking take us
What
in.
is this? Are we even
Dude,
aware
it's
of what's going on?
insane, man.
And at this point, she was starting to get hungry because now it's like around the time that we were going to eat or whatever. And we're like, God, this is no good. Now we're going to be
Yelling at outside kids. Good job.
So I said, okay, let me leave and go find someone. So I leave the room and I walk down the hallway and there's like a desk at the end of this emergency room hallway.
Oh my God.
And I try to save the girl there. Oh, excuse me, my girlfriend, or
Yeah, you're that's her name. My girlfriend named
they drugged her, and we need to know what's going on.
It's like he's scared to say her whole name. We already know her whole name.
Literally looks at me like this and says, I don't know, and no one here knows anything. I was like,
She did not want to be there.
wow.
If she really said that.
Right? But she says, so go back to the room and press the call button. Then a nurse will show up, and the nurse will be able to tell you.
Sandwich nurse.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I'm making.
I love sandwich nurse.
No one here knows anything. Okay.
Sandwich nurse probably
This is
fine
great.
as fuck.
I know you're loving this story.
I'm not loving the story.
Okay.
Like,
So
you can
then-
legit stand outside of a hospital, wait for people to come out, and ask them how their experience was. Every single person is going to give a story like this, especially if they was in a situation, because a sick person is going to think it's worse because the other one's sick. You know what I mean? But him complaining this much and crying this much about it is astonishing.
I go back to the room. I tell the analyst, you're gonna have to buzz to find out what the hell's going on here. So she
Fuck's
buzzes.
going on?
We wait about 5 minutes. It wasn't too bad. Nurse comes in.
Sandwich nurse.
What's wrong? What's going on? And Leanna says, well, no. She's
Wait,
so
I think
groggy,
he.
she's
Let me
really
rewind
talking
this
about,
back a
"Yeah,
little
I
bit.
just want to know what's happening here is to find out what the hell's going on here. So she buzzes, and we wait. About 5 minutes. It wasn't too bad. Nurse comes in.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong? What's
I feel
going
like part
on?
of the story he said white
She's so
woman.
groggy, she can barely talk. She's like, nothing. Yeah, I just want to know what's happening here. Is are we waiting for a counselor, a doctor, or whatever? And the
Why he
woman
couldn't
looks at
talk
us
for her?
with like a look of scorn, right? A look of scorn. She's like, "You've only been here like an hour and a half, and we have other patients." And I'm like,
Yeah,
What kind of-
they got people that's actually in danger of maybe dying, and not someone that can text and talk on the phone while they sit in an ambulance.
"What fucking place is this?"
Yeah,
Like,
what kind
talk
of
down to the other
what
patient.
kind of hospital is this to actually care about people that's in worse situations than Anxiety Girl? What kind of fucking hospital is this? Ridiculous. If somebody got shot or stabbed, fell off a fucking motorcycle, got in a car wreck, those people should be put on the back burner, just like the Neo playthrough. They should be put on the back burner. We gotta put the Panda to the front. She's the most important person in the hospital because DSP is there with her and he's ready to fucking leave so he can go get something to eat.
An hour and a half.
And finish the
before
stream.
Tell her the status of what's going on, and she asks, "And you get angry?" And I'm like, "What the hell?" So I said, "Listen," I said, "we're both hungry. She needs food. She hasn't eaten today." So the woman says, "Okay, I'll go get you some."
Sandwich nurse.
She leaves.
Yeah.
She comes back
Love
with
sandwich
a
nurse. Turkey, too.
sandwich. It's like turkey
I thought it was
on-
ham.
on
Turkey.
rye bread
Look at
with
this.
a
Look
piece
at
of
these
lettuce.
details. Turkey on rye bread with a piece of lettuce and a piece of cheese.
Mustard and a couple
Wow.
saltines and a apple juice and like a little.
Look
apple
at this
juice, like a
fucking
yogurt cup. I've never seen
details.
apples stored like that before. And a string cheese.
I wish I
Now,
had
Leanna
string
hates
cheese.
string cheese, and Leanna wasn't-
I wish I could buy them on the internet.
She ate some saltines. Good.
Can't find them on Amazon. I don't think you can buy them on the internet. Very disappointed about it. Let's see if Walmart
Give
sell
her the
them.
apple juice or whatever. All right. So now we wait again. We wait.
Yeah, Walmart might
So
sell
anyway,
them.
I forgot to tell you, before the nurse left, she said, the counselor is coming, you just have to wait. You have to wait because there's other people here. Wow.
Yeah, what the fuck?
How long
Shitty
do you wait for the
hospital.
counselor? What do you think?
Unreal.
Wait an hour and a half? Yeah, well, longer than that. We wait an hour and 45 minutes? Okay. Maybe 2 hours? Yeah, no. Longer than that. Almost 2.5 fucking hours. we sat
This dude is pitiful.
Okay, waiting for a counselor to come into the room. The counselor was an elderly woman. You can tell she's probably in her 60s.
Here we go.
Comes in.
I love the detail. White woman. We need to know that part.
Paper.
White woman.
She comes in. Hi, how you doing? Are you in pain? No, that's good. You're still having anxiety? No, that's good.
Are you still having
Well,
anxiety?
some drugs, right? Yeah, okay, that's why you're calm. That's why you're woozy. It's because you're on the drugs. So here's 2 pieces of paper explaining what anxiety attacks are. Have you ever had an anxiety attack before? And I'm like, so they admitted her, or they didn't admit her, they bring her into the emergency room, they administered a drug, and no one even asked her when she was brought in anything at all. They had no basic information whatsoever about this thing. She'd been sitting there for 2.5 hours. She might have been having a
life-crippling anxiety attack. He wanted to say mentally ill.
And she comes in and says, did you ever have an anxiety attack before? She's like, yes. Are they usually like this? Well, I have them, but this 2.5 hours, she might have been having a life-crippling anxiety attack where she's gonna fucking, lose her mind and be mentally.
He wanted to say mentally ill, and then he stopped himself because he remembered all of the shit he said about calling people like me mentally ill. You living with somebody that's technically mentally ill, DSP. Ha ha.
Shit.
That's what he get for saying stuff like that.
Have you ever had an anxiety attack before? She's like, yes. Are they usually like this? Well, I have them, but this is the worst one I've ever had.
Good job.
Oh. Well, do you have a doctor? Yeah.
Well, you should go there.
Physician? Yeah. Well, we recommend that you go see your doctor.
Lol.
I'm like, oh my god, are you fucking real?
He got to do that to show the shirt off.
Okay. Then she says, so, there are different ways that we can help with stuff like this. Primarily, what it is we recommend you don't take any drugs at all. You just wait.
They already gave her drugs, though.
Now, obviously, just waiting it out doesn't work in the situation that Leanna was in, to the point where they called the paramedics. The paramedics recommended drugging her. So this woman is obviously a fucking buffoon, okay? So then she said, so typically you should just wait
Doctor lady that's working at an actual job, a very prestigious job to be a doctor, by the way, or even a nurse. They're a buffoon because they don't know Pandalee's 100% exact situation. Wonderful. Wonderful.
There's other ways you could do. If it's something that happens all the time, then you can do antidepressants, and that's a long-term medication. But since it doesn't happen all the time with you, usually we just have this, what we call kind of an emergency.
Oh, shit. I wish I had some of those.
If you ever have a bad attack, you can just pop the pill, almost like an EpiPen. It's like an emergency issue where you have an allergic reaction. You pump yourself with that EpiPen and it solves the problem. So same thing here. You have a problem, pop the
That's really weird.
and it'll cure the problem or whatever. But
That sounds like it could turn out to be horrible.
All the time, because as you can see, you are tired and loopy, and you don't.
Oh no, I would take that all the time.
And I'm like,
I would take one every day.
Stupid. What's the word I'm looking for? Patronizing woman I've
What?
ever heard in my life. She's given zero useful information whatsoever, and we waited 2.5
She talking to somebody
hours.
that's on drugs.
Okay. By the way, I'm not done yet, but I want to
Oh,
shout
great.
out to Smart Weirdo
Oh.
95 today. 2,000
Wow.
cheer. Thank
That's
you.
$20.
95. He says, I've been watching since I was in middle school.
I've been watching since I was a caveman. I love your vids, DSP. I'm flying in space now. He is now the cheerleader.
Thank you very much, Smart Weirdo. That's very appreciated.
$20 bits.
Awesome.
$20 bits, yeah. He is the cheerleader.
Okay.
It's not. Okay.
So,
Take a sip. All these interruptions.
she literally says, okay, well, I'm done. See you later. She starts walking out the door. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'm get the fuck out of
What's
here,
going to
man.
happen now?
See ya.
Are you still staying? Are you going to get a doctor? What's
She
going to
needs
happen?
nothing else.
I guess I'll go talk to the doctor.
Oh, okay, so it was a nurse. What's a sandwich nurse?
American healthcare, ladies and gentlemen. What a great
Okay,
system
move
we
to
have.
Canada then.
So guess how long that we waited? Guess how long that we waited, folks?
You fucking crybaby.
About another 20 minutes, I would say. About another 20 minutes.
It could have been
to
worse.
sat
They
around.
could have fucking left her
Now
there.
for a grand
She
total
could have
of
literally got nothing at
3
all.
hours.
Wouldn't that be a good healthcare system?
Finally, who comes in the room? The doctor, right?
Have an
The
anxiety
doctor comes
attack in
says,
like
"Oh,
a
look,
slums of
let's go.
fucking Mexico and see
No,
what
the
happened
nurse
to you.
comes back.
You want to end
Same
up in the
nurse gives you
hospital.
the sandwich. Oh, well,
Not for that
your
anxiety
blood
attack, at
pressure,
least.
Your blood pressure looks fine. Everything looks good. She turns off all the machines. She said, okay, you can go. Wait, that's it? So you're not going to prescribe a medication? You're not actually going to do any tests? You're not
She
gonna
said she had a
wait
doctor.
3 hours. All you did is you gave her a pill, which you could have fucking done And just left her
Wow.
somewhere. She was
You
no
could have
reason-
gave her a pill and left her somewhere. Give her some drugs, leave her somewhere. That would have really worked out. Give her some drugs and be like, oh, you can go clock back in. You can go back to work. Some dude takes advantage of it. That would be another video. Alert, Leanna. Alert, Leanna taking advantage of my life and moving forward. The first 40 minutes is him talking about losing ad revenue.
come to the emergency room whatsoever because they did
Jesus
nothing.
Christ.
They didn't actually help her in any way besides just give her a pill. So
They gave her a
wasted
brochure.
3 hours.
Come on, that's a lot of
That
help.
was it. That was it. And then we're like shocked. We're actually shocked.
I think he's shocked. I don't think she was shocked.
So we're walking towards the front of the hospital, and there's this area here that says, if you are, being, what's the word? Discharged, you have to stop here.
They got the bill.
And she looks around the corner and she says, hi. She said, well, did the nurse give you the paperwork that said what you're here for? And we're like, yeah, here's the paperwork about anxiety. Okay, bye, see you later. That was
Best
it.
hospital
So,
ever.
3 hours in a hospital, in an emergency room area, nothing whatsoever useful was done whatsoever to Leanna. The drug that they gave her to help her was an hour earlier. Well, that's American health care. Now, by the way, I guarantee you.
I don't understand what he
We
wanted.
don't know what the bill is because we don't have it yet. They're going to mail it, obviously. I guarantee you it's going to be like $1,000. I'm not even exaggerating. I guarantee you that bill's going to fucking show up, and it's going to be anywhere between $500 to $1,000. I guarantee it. Yeah, she has insurance. She actually is covered in insurance because she's already under the plan of her mother. That was one of the things that Obamacare actually helped with. Is that
All those times he shat on Obamacare is going to save them both paying a lot of
She's
money.
still covered under her mother, but I guarantee you, we're gonna get a.
Oh,
giant
come on,
bill
DSP. $1,000? That's like a few days of
They
streaming.
just handed her the pill and said $80 for the pill or whatever, but instead they had to bring her to the fucking hospital and they did nothing. They literally did nothing to help her, and now she's gonna get a
They
giant
could have
bill.
gave her the pill and said $80 for the pill. Paramedics show up, they pull out some pills and say, hey, you want this pill? It's going to make you feel better. Sure. Okay, that's $80. You got it on you? Oh, I got a card. All right, scan it in. Paramedics pull off. They should have done that, DSP. Sure. Now, you know damn well if some dumb shit like that would have happened, he would have been saying, oh, American healthcare, right, you guys? Look how great the American healthcare system is. They give people drugs and just leave them at work. This dude is unbelievable. Nothing pleases him.
So there you go. Isn't that a great story, ladies? and
Nothing
gentlemen?
pleases him.
Isn't that
The manager
great?
could have fucked her over.
It's just
The
so
manager
great.
could have gave her an Advil or something for all we know and be like,
So
oh,
now
you could
she's
just
gone- now
chill.
she's sleeping, in her room because,
American healthcare, man.
The pills don't make her all loopy or whatever. So, I mean, we did on the way home. I stopped and we got food. I grabbed like chicken sandwiches and we just ate them, and now she's sleeping. So that's
Of course,
what happened.
stopped and got food. But this entire story, he's done with it now. How much of the story was actually about Panda Lee? About 3 minutes? He told us more about the sandwich that the nurse gave him than he told us about the situation. He complained about the bill more, and about waiting more, and about the taxi more. Then he talked about the situation that actually happened. This dude is a fucking slime ball. He is ridiculous as these kids scream outside. I would close my window, but I don't. I don't close my window. It get too fucking warm in here.
The thing is,
It's
know
either I
this
close the
never
window or
happened
turn
to
the
me,
fan
so I'm not
on,
allowed to bring her
and
to
then
the
people
hospital.
complain about that, or you hear kids
No,
outside.
you fucking do it. You can't give her a pill. You want to give her a pill, give her a pill, and that's it, because you're just going to waste our time again.
Yo,
You didn't help us
I
at all.
want those lit ass paramedics. I'm gonna get shot somewhere and be like, yo, paramedics, come get me some drugs. Paramedics pull up and give me like a bottle of lean, some Advil, maybe a few Tylenol. Pull a bullet out too. Charge a couple. Like, okay, it's like $500, fam. I'm like, shit, all right. Pull out the card, slide the card. All right, that'll be some amazing paramedics. They pull up, give you drugs, and then you charge yourself. They charge you and they leave. That's what he wanted them to do. $80 pill.
When they said counselor, I thought they were going to have like an actual psychiatrist or counselor come in and talk.
And then on top of that, he thought they would have an actual counselor or psychiatrist come in. You complaining about a possible $1,000 bill. If a psychiatrist would have came in there, you would have been going bankrupt to pay that shit off. What the fuck? What?
But maybe I can talk.
What the hell?
Your stress, your issues, or maybe something happened at work.
A psychiatrist?
That could help
That
you
would
stay
cost so much money.
stress relieved and it doesn't happen again. That was the biggest
Jeez.
joke I've ever seen in my life. She could have been, that woman could have been anyone. one. That woman could have been the fucking janitor that just walked in. Who knows? Because she
It's
had
a more
no
prestigious
knowledge.
job than you.
On a piece of paper. And by the way, the article, and this is not even an exaggeration, the article they brought in about anxiety was from 1996.
You know, the 90s kids run a hospital.
21-year-old outdated article from the Mayo Clinic about anxiety.
Article almost as old as huh? What should they update the article or talk about Twitter or something? What does he want? What pleases him? Nothing.
I got that off my chest. I mean,
He got it off his chest.
okay.
So it was just him complaining about the hospital trip. He admits it.
Now,
Wonderful. What a nice,
let's
amazing
get back
human
to
being
my
also I
story
feel
from
is.
earlier from part 2.
Fucking
so
insane.
If you didn't hear the first half of this story, go watch part 2 of the Hate Live podcast. Over there, you're gonna find out about what the full story was up to now regarding what I'm talking about with this network. All right, so to recap and to get you right up to speed on where we were. All right?
Jesus Christ.
I'm talking about May 1st. I unlinked my DSP Gaming and KO Gaming channels from Curse because I was looking to take the KO Gaming channel and partner it with this new network, Pultavi, and see if they were going to live up to their promise of making a managed partnership. And if that went through, then I was going to do DSP Gaming. Right? That was my plan from the get-go. Unfortunately, YouTube changed the whole system of linking channels, or excuse me, of putting ads on channels on videos, all right? And sadly, I couldn't do it right away. What I had to do was I had to create a Google AdSense account for each channel because that was what YouTube's instructions said to do. They didn't say if you have it existing, they said create a new Google AdSense for each channel and link it to it. Once a Google AdSense is linked to each channel, then you'll be approved for monetization and you can link to an MCN or just run your own ads through your own personal Google AdSense. Why that is the case, I have no idea, because if you have every intention of going with a partner network, there's no reason whatsoever for you to need a Google AdSense. You're never going to run your own ads. It's always going to be the partner network ads. So it makes no sense. This process was completely fucking no sense whatsoever, okay? But this was the process. Now, I found this out on Monday when, Pultavi, this new MCN that I was going to try out, was trying to link KO Gaming with their network, and it didn't work. They were getting an error saying it must be approved for monetization first. So I'm like, this sucks, okay? So that Monday, I applied for first DSP Gaming, then KO Gaming for AdSense account. Get what happened. Here's what happened. I got a message saying KO Gaming was approved. Then I got a message saying DSP Gaming was denied because you had just applied for a new AdSense account with that same name and address for KO Gaming, and you can't have 2 AdSense accounts at once. One individual person at one address in the United States cannot have 2 AdSense accounts, only one. So why didn't it just say that to begin with?
He never read anything.
I was just going through the instructions that
Sure.
create a new AdSense account for each one. But the question here really, all right, is, and this is what makes no sense, okay? Why did KO Gaming get approved for AdSense before DSP Gaming?
Maybe because KO Gaming got about 42,000 videos less than DSP Gaming. KO Gaming got like 105 videos. DSP Gaming got about 40-something thousand. Maybe that's why I got approved first.
DSP Gaming a full 45 minutes before KO Gaming, and KO Gaming got approved like that, while DSP Gaming ended up getting denied later. So even their own system,
it's broken.
Process incoming requests is flawed and fucked up. YouTube system is innately flawed.
Well, why you still use it?
So KO Gaming had an AdSense linked to it, no problems, right? So I did notify Pultavi, and I said, let's link KO Gaming. This was Tuesday, May 2nd. Follow the timeline here. Let's link KO Gaming, and then let's start the process to get into the managed partnership. Oh, they said, okay. So they said they're going to send an invite. So I'm waiting. Finally, about halfway through the day, this thing pops up, and it says, Laveria Media has invited you.
Laveria Media.
Who the hell is Laveria Media? I'm working with a company called Pultavi. Every contract I ever signed said it was the company.
Those contracts that you signed knowing they're incorrect.
And that's the company I searched on the internet, and I couldn't find any information about whatsoever, okay? All of a sudden, I get an invite from this other company, Laveria. I don't know who the hell they are, so I go back to them, and I say, what is this? And they go, oh, that is our partner company They handle all of our technical requests and technical stuff. So that's why you got that invite. So yes, you should accept that invite. Now,
And he accepted it.
I smelled a huge.
Nope, he accepted it.
I knew there was something up there. If I'm
Nope, he accepted it.
with one contract here that says one
Nope, he
company,
accepted it.
send me an invite from another company. Obviously, that's
Nope, he
wrong.
accepted
That is
it.
fake. That is false. There's no way. And I knew that. But
Nope, he accepted it.
number one, I knew I wasn't going to upload any videos to KO Gaming in the near future anyway. I had no real reviews or anything.
What's the head shaking, dude? Look how obnoxious that is.
And number two, YouTube has a
Jeez,
new
fucking
thing
head
I'm
wobble.
about. YouTube has a new system by which if you partner any channel, all right, with a network, you have the ability to sever that partnership.
He told us this already. Also, he's wrong. Wrong. Because in this same video, he said these are 30-day contracts. And you ask to get unpartnered, and they have up to 30 days to accept or deny it. So this is clashing with the information he told us in the same video. Well, in the other video.
For legal reasons, YouTube leaves it so that the quickest that you can absolutely have it set
See?
is 30 days. So,
But you can do it instantly, but in 30 days.
with them for 2 months, they fuck you over and don't pay you. You can sever it, and then in 30 days, that channel will be released. Or you can ask the company to do it even quicker, and then they'll do it even quicker usually.
Yeah, usually.
So
The nice ones do.
that's the deal, all right? That, and by the way, I'm seeing
Look at
people
this.
saying stuff like, "Have I talked to a Dan Warren or a Kieran Johnson?" No, I've never heard of those people. Never heard
You're
of
talking
them.
about the
guy that I talked to
podcast.
was Dylan, and then the other guy who supposedly was supposed to be the CEO of Poltavi, his name was Dibio or something like that. I never spoke. It was always through Skype.
You did speak if it was through Skype then.
Even in the U.S. Maybe they're in fucking, Taiwan or something, and they're completely lying about who they really are. I have no idea. Okay. So, I said, here's what I'll do. Since I know there's already a protection in place, for the sake of it, just in case maybe this really is the most disorganized, fucked up company on the planet, but just maybe they actually have the clout to get me a managed partnership, I'm going to accept this invite on KO Gaming. I'm going to demand that they actually make it managed like they promised me. And if they follow through with their promise, then I'll consider, once DSP Gaming gets the issue cleared up with AdSense, partnering DSP Gaming with this company. But let's see what happens with KO Gaming.
He really put all this on the line.
I did.
Unbelievable.
I accepted their invite, and as of Tuesday, May 2nd, KO Gaming was partnered.
And then he put it in quotes like it didn't exist.
Poltavi, but in reality, it was this company called Lavaria that I'd never heard of and apparently had never spoken to any employees of. Okay. So, that was as of Tuesday. Now, technically, here's the thing. I wasn't partnered with them. There was no legal agreement. We had no contract between myself or KO Gaming or Lavaria. There was no standing agreement. So really, there was no legal responsibility for anyone to hold up to any agreement. By the way, the contracts I signed, as I had already mentioned, didn't even have the web address of the YouTube.
It was no legal agreement except the contracts I signed, but the contracts I signed was with another company. But the other company was under the company, DSP. If you sign a contract with fucking Cash Money, that's still signing the contract with Universal Records because Cash Money is under Universal Records. Are you this stupid? Are you this stupid? This is the same dude in the other video. He told us that Curse is huge because they owned by Twitch and Twitch is owned by Amazon. So if you sign a contract with Curse, technically you sign a fucking contract with Amazon, then, right? Because Curse basically only exists because Twitch, and Twitch technically only exists because Amazon own them. This is the business major. He went to college for this, and he's this fucking stupid. Also, still admitting that he signed contracts knowing they were incorrect. That's good. That's a good thing to admit in the video. These kids going crazy outside.
The whole thing smelled to high heaven like a botched deal, and it was just either people that were really amateurs or unprofessional, or they were trying to pull something, trying to be a scam artist or whatever.
Well, you already told him how much he was getting paid from Curse.
Okay.
You already gave him your address and shit.
At that time,
Your fucking tax code or whatever. Tax ID.
Really, it wasn't. It was a phantom agreement.
See? Look, a phantom agreement.
What happened was that Tuesday, as I was streaming, started to search, and what they do is they look at the metadata of YouTube, and they go, oh, in the metadata of the videos on KO Gaming, it says that Phil was partnered with Laveria Media on KO Gaming, and they start spamming everywhere on the internet about this. They start spamming social media and fucking, you know, on the stream chat and on my videos. The detractors are out in force. Did you hear Phil's with this company, Laveria? Did you hear what this Phil is with Laveria? And it was hilarious because they're like, DSP Gaming's with it too and everything. That was completely false. That never happened. So all of a sudden it all explodes, right? And of course now they're like, well, we want to do research on this company and find out who they are, and they start to do research on this company. All right, so that was what, Tuesday. At that moment that KO Gaming got partnered, I messaged my contacts at Poltavi again, and I said, now listen, you promised me the managed partnership. I got this done. Let's get the managed partnership going here because DSP Gaming isn't even cleared yet with the AdSense issue. Let's get the managed partnership going on KO Gaming. And immediately, all right, immediately, the response I got changed completely from what I was promised before I had partnered.
That's because the Laveria dudes looked them up and saw it was a piece of shit, and I was like, nope, cancel that.
It wasn't partnered technically legally, it was just linked to Laveria on YouTube. The response I got was, oh, well, see, here's the thing.
I love this DSP sleaziness though. I love this. I signed a contract, but it's not legal because they fucked up and spelled stuff wrong and didn't put my YouTube channel on there. Wow. He know they did and signed it anyway.
Since Poltavi is such a small network and we're looking to recruit people, we need to recruit more people. We need to recruit more people to our network and get more people under our umbrella, because once we have a full force of people bringing in tons of views every day, then we'll have more clout with YouTube, and then we'll vouch for you and we'll try to get you the managed partnership. And I was like, immediately I was like, what? Like, what? Are you serious? Like, this sounds like a fucking stink job of bullshit now, right? Ooh. So that I get that fucking bullshit response, right? In the meantime, as I said, all of my detractors and naysayers and people are basically spamming social media saying, Phil's with Laveria. Laveria's a bad network and they're terrible. Why would they bring in Phil? They're probably a scam. They said all this negative shit, just like they had done, like I had mentioned, with this other network.
People didn't say that other network was a scam. People spam the network about how shitty he is, not about how bad the network is. He's full of it. That did not happen. It's not the same thing. Ugh.
So as this is happening, the people from Poltavi, all right, contact me and say, did you mention that you signed with Laveria Media? And I said, no, I have not said anything about, you know, that I'm with any, I've not mentioned a name or anything yet, nothing. None of that has been mentioned at all. What happened is people are probably pulling the metadata from the channel and finding it that way because it is public knowledge. And this guy who I'm talking with is like shocked. He couldn't believe that that data exists. He was under the impression that when you partner with a network, it's a secret, right? Now, we all know that's stupid. I mean, Social Blade can find that data almost immediately, usually, right? So it's so dumb that this guy didn't even know.
He says this, but this is the same dude that says Social Blade is always wrong. He even said himself Social Blade is always wrong in his last weekend preview. He was really salty about it. He was yelling and everything. Social Blade is always wrong. But now he's telling us it pulls the data almost immediately. Huh.
That people were going to publicly know
Interesting.
that I partnered with their company, okay? Even though, I wasn't.
He wasn't partnered.
I wasn't.
They was getting the money you made, dude.
Like, well, I don't know,
What the hell are you talking about?
Because we're getting all this bad social media blowout and all of this.
They owe him money.
That's like the least of your worries, all right? Like these are the people
Like,
who are just
this is the
trolling right
thing that I don't think DSP's thinking about. These dudes owe him money. They don't owe him a lot, but they do owe him money for the little tiny bit of time he was partnering under him. So they got to send him a fucking PayPal statement, well, some PayPal money or some check or something. They owe him money. He wasn't partnered. They fucking put ads. They got fucking ad revenue from him. They had the... Oh, Jesus.
But you promised you're going to put me in a managed partnership. We have a contract saying you're going to
No, you don't.
Are you going to do it or not?
You don't have a contract saying you're going to do it. The contract isn't valid, remember? It's a phantom agreement because it's wrong. They didn't have a contract saying that.
Blew me off at
The contract didn't exist though. It was a phantom agreement.
So in the
It wasn't a real contract because it was incorrect.
In the meantime,
They didn't know him anything.
now it's Wednesday, May 3rd. All right, now it's Wednesday, May 3rd,
And the thing
now,
is, he say it's some kind of phantom agreement, right? Now, if these dudes would have gave him managed partner status, right? Waited 2 months, waited till the next time he's supposed to get paid, and didn't pay him, what was DSP gonna do about it? Nothing. He don't have the money to sue anybody. These dudes could have got the money for 2 months. They could have gave him managed status, got the money for 2-3 months, not paid him, and basically ran off with it. And he would have no leg to stand on because he doesn't have the money to sue anybody. And the best thing he would be able to do is say, "Oh, read the contract. They didn't put everything there, so it's wrong." But he would have never got that money back. They could have completely screwed him over and took all his money. All of it. Because after he got managed status, he would have let them partner the other channel. And he wasn't going to say, "Oh, before you repartner me, let's change the contract." He was going to let them keep that contract so he could have an easy way out. And they could have took all his money and ran. He is ridiculous.
DSP Gaming,
How dumb can you be? A grown man that's this fucking sleazy, this greedy, to put all of this on the line.
To an AdSense account that was denied.
Amazing.
They have 2 AdSense accounts, right? And I'm trying to manually link DSP Gaming to the other AdSense account from KO Gaming that was approved, and the system won't let me fucking do it. I'm trying, and it's saying error. No matter what I do, it just links me back to the defunct account. So I'm furious. I'm losing my mind. I'm going to rip my hair out. But the YouTube channel claims that it's under review. So I actually email YouTube support and I say, "Can you please confirm that my channel is under review and that it's going to be approved for monetization, despite the fact that it looks like I can't fix this issue with the AdSense?" And YouTube support, creator support, came back to me and said, "Yes, we confirm 100% that your DSP Gaming channel is under review, and if the content is approved, you will be approved for monetization. Don't worry about the AdSense." Okay. Sounds great to me, right? Now, during the course of Wednesday, I'm also constantly pinging Poltavi. I'm saying, "Are you going to put KO Gaming into the managed partnership?" And then now basically they're saying, again, completely changing the tune, "Well, there's no way that they could give me the managed partnership now. There's no way, because it takes a long time and they don't have enough clout to do it." And I'm like, "You have contractual."
No, they didn't.
You would do it. It says
No.
contract. You will sign.
No, they didn't. The contract is invalid, remember? I like how he knew himself that the contract wasn't valid because it was written incorrectly and information was missing. But he was contacting these people saying, "You signed a contract saying you would give me managed partnership and I don't have it yet," when he knew in the back of his head that the contract wasn't even legally binding because it was incorrect and was missing information. This dude is a fucking sleazeball to the T. That is insane. After hearing him talk about this, how would you trust him with anything? Because he was planning on bailing out immediately if they didn't give him what he wanted. And he would have bailed out immediately, say, "Oh no, contract isn't true. It's not a real contract. You didn't do it right." But if they would have gave him what he wanted, he would have stuck. He would have stayed. That's unreal.
Partnership, and then
That's unreal.
It doesn't say eventually. It doesn't say when we finally have capability. It says you will do it upon execution of this contract. Therefore, legally, you're.
No, they're not, because it's not a real contract. Remember?
Like saying, "But there's so many other reasons to be with us. We're gonna go out to ad companies and we're gonna buy ads and we're gonna bring advertisers to our network that are gonna pay you more money than if you did it with another network. And we're gonna do, we have this music partnership that you could get free music." Basically, trying to spin it in every possible way that I would still want to stay with them, even though they had promised me the managed partnership. And within 1 day of me being with them, basically completely reneged on the whole thing. So as of Wednesday night, okay, as of Wednesday night, we still had no resolution. And so what I did is Wednesday night, I was waiting all night, like, what's going to happen? I get an email in the middle of the night, Wednesday night, saying YouTube has declined your application and you cannot get ads on DSP Gaming because you don't have a valid AdSense. And I'm like, their support line just fucking told me that that was not going to be an issue and that it would basically be approved, and now I got denied because of it. And I got to do a massive shout out to longtime viewer and longtime fan Chelsea, because Chelsea scoured the internet and he actually found out another issue. Now, the situation he found out wasn't to do with YouTube channels specifically, but someone else on the internet recently had tried to make an AdSense account for a website and goofed up. And so the AdSense got denied. Then they made a valid one, and they were trying to link the valid one with their website, and it wouldn't work properly, okay? And it's the same issue I was having, okay? So Chelsea went ahead and found this article of this guy writing. He says, I figured out how to solve it. And this is how you solve it, as messed up as this sounds. Wait till you hear this story. So you go to the page where it says link your YouTube channel to an AdSense account, okay? Now there's a button there that says link to a different one. But before you click that button, you have to go to another tab in your browser, log out of your browser, okay? So log out of Google, log out of Google in that browser. Go back to the other tab, click, oh, now I want to link this channel with a new AdSense account. Then you have to put in the AdSense information, okay, and hit approve. But you're not done then. It's not done. Now it's still not linked properly. Now you have to go back to that other tab and log back in again as the channel that has the approved AdSense. Then you got to go back to this tab and click approve again. Then you have to go back to the other tab again, log out and log back in as the original YouTube channel that has the issue with AdSense that you're trying to link the working AdSense to. You have to log into that, go back to the original tab again, and again click the finalize button or whatever the hell it is. So literally you have to go here, then 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 here, and to get this to work. It's a broken fucking process, and YouTube is fucking, these coders are terrible at their jobs, that they don't realize that this exists, and some guy literally sat there fucking with it for hours one day till he figured out how to fix it. So, finally I figured this out, and as of now, Wednesday night, I get DSP Gaming approved for monetization. So now it's do or die time, because I'm like, it's now in 2 days, right now it's early Tuesday morning, or early Thursday morning, excuse me. So at this point it's now May 4th. And I'm like, it's do or die time, because they've had 2 days now to action a managed partnership on KO Gaming, and if they don't do it today, there's no way in hell I'm linking DSP Gaming, and I'm gonna fucking just basically back out of this whole thing. So I went back to them again, and I said, listen, this is it. You know, the reason that I signed with you primarily wasn't the tiny bit of extra ad revenue you're going to give me over what I was getting with Curse. It's that I want the managed partnership. So if you don't get me the managed partnership by the end of today, I'm out. Okay? I waited. I got no response whatsoever. None. Zero. So I said, that's it. I'm done. Here's what I did. First of all, I was talking to them primarily on Skype. On Skype, I typed up a formal message. I hereby formally request the severance of our contracts for DSP Gaming and KO Gaming effective immediately. I know that legally you don't have the obligation to release KO Gaming for within a 30-day time period, but I request that you release it as soon as you can. I went to KO Gaming and I manually canceled it, because there's a button you cancel, and then it even says your partnership or your link is now terminated. But there's a 30-day wait period legally that we have to have. But if they decide to sever you quicker than that, that's great, okay? Then I went to email and I typed him a formal email. And I said, dear Dibio, or whatever the hell his name was, I formally request that these contracts be canceled. I've had enough. You promised me one thing and you're not delivering. Therefore, it's a violation of our contract. Done, okay? And I sent him the email. And that was it. As of Thursday, that was Thursday, May 4th. That was the last contact that I had with this company. I never spoke to them again. They never responded to my email, nothing. No, I never heard anything from them again, all right? KO Gaming, within 2 days, was released from the link to Lavaria. So apparently they waited 2 days and they decided to release it. And of course, DSP Gaming, I never linked. So legally, I had no problems with that whatsoever. There was no responsibility. Plus the contract that I signed were legal contracts anyway, because they didn't have the fucking web addresses of the actual YouTube pages in them. Therefore, they were contracts for nothing. And as of that was it, that day, the 4th, I was legally done with them. And as of the 6th, KO Gaming was unlinked and the whole thing was cleared up. All right? Now, I've heard so much misinformation about people saying former employees of Lavaria were interviewed and said this or that. I only spoke with 2 people ever. One people's guy, the initial guy who started writing me via email, his name was Dylan. And then later on, apparently I talked to the CEO of Poltavi, who was Dibia. That was it. I never spoke with anyone else. I actually heard that supposedly someone who claimed that they were someone who worked for Lavaria said that they terminated my contracts because they did research and they found out who I was and that I had done unsavory things on stream, and they couldn't have that. Completely false. All that information is 100% bullshit, because number one, they already knew who I was, and like I said, up front in the contracts, they wanted to claim videos on my behalf from This Is How You Don't Play. They knew all about This Is How You Don't Play. They knew all about the negative stereotype and stigma associated with me on YouTube. They knew what they were getting into when they were recruiting me. That was part of the thing they were using to try to recruit me, which I said I wasn't really interested in. So in that regard, that's absolutely ridiculous that they would even say that because there was negative stuff associated with me that they severed the tie with me. That's complete bullshit. Number two, I severed the tie with them as of Thursday, May 4th. So regardless if they made any internal decision after that, I already had legally given my notice and said I'm gone. So they had no action there. There's no way you could get rid of someone who already quit or severed the connection. And number three, okay, I never had any legal agreement with Laveria, period. I never had any agreement with them whatsoever. So if any employee of Laveria went on any podcast that said anything, none of that applies to me because I never had a contract with Laveria. It doesn't matter that if I had a contract with Poltavi, if Poltavi is a subsidiary of Laveria, all I had a legal agreement with was Poltavi. Therefore, there was no way they could ever do anything anyway. Like, legally, they didn't have a leg to stand on. It would easily be dismissed in court. There was no legal contract that was ever signed. The only reason I went through with it is because I wanted to see if there's really a small and up-and-coming network. Maybe they were really getting into a managed partnership, and if that were the case, stretching it, I would do it. But the whole thing was just bullshit. The whole thing was literally garbage. The whole situation was basically a lie, okay? And it's terrible. That's really stupid, okay? That's really stupid. And now I learned my lesson, obviously. From now on, if I'm ever going to do dealings on YouTube, it's got to be with a company that has some kind of... If I search for them, I can at least find them on the fucking internet and find some information on them and get feedback about if they're a legitimate or a reputable company or not, because it's obvious there's some bad people out there who are trying to screw people over. I mean, more than likely what would have happened was they probably would have tried to link both my channels, both my channels into this channel, and led me on for months and months and months, promising me the world. All right, that you're still gonna get the managed partnership. And the other thing was they had said that at some point maybe they could give me product sponsorships and shit. They probably would have just kept saying that, and never giving me any of it. Meanwhile, they're rolling in the cash. The cash is coming in for them from my channels, right? So, pretty ridiculous, okay? That this is the whole situation. Now, here's the bottom line from what I learned, because after this happened, all right, after I was in this whole situation where my channels were now unlinked from Curse, so they were now running on a personal AdSense account. I said, you know what? Since I went through all the trouble of creating this personal AdSense account and all of this, let me leave my channels unpartnered from anyone for 3 or 4 days. And let's actually see what kind of money comes in from a personal AdSense account versus an account that's not, or that's partnered, right? So it would be, Curse's ads running that are making money versus my own. Because the thing is that Curse or any partner network takes a cut of your profits on the ad revenue. But if their ads are overall paying more, then maybe it doesn't make a difference, right? Maybe overall it makes sense to still be with that partner network because overall you're making tons more money because the ads are better. So I didn't know, and I said, let's do an experiment. So for 4 days, I allowed my channels, DSP Gaming and KO Gaming, to be under a standard AdSense. Now, during this time period is when I started playing the game Prey, okay? So I was getting big views on DSP Gaming at the time. That weekend, the views actually skyrocketed to almost double what they are on a normal day because people were watching the new playthrough. And by the way, all the ads were enabled. People were telling me, yeah, we're seeing the video ads, we're seeing the mid-rolls, we're seeing everything. The ads are working properly, okay? I had to wait, because the way YouTube works, you have to wait at least 2 days to get any kind of data on ad revenue. At least 2 days for it to refresh and get an update or anything like that, okay? So I wait 2 days, I wait 3 days, finally I start to get the data. I'm like, wait a minute, what the revenue that I made was terrible compared to what I was making with Curse. I'm not even exaggerating here, I was making daily about half as much as I was making when I was under the Curse partnership with my own personal AdSense. Now keep in mind, All the videos had ads enabled. There wasn't an issue where the ads didn't enable. No, all the videos had ads enabled. They all had the video ads that are supposed to be the high-paying ads. I was making half as much on my own personal AdSense. And I'm like, what? Like, seriously, this is absolutely god-awful. And the thing is, you know, that was a weekend where if I was with Curse, I probably would have made a ton of money because that was the weekend that I was playing Prey. And I missed out on all of that. The ad revenue was absolutely terrible that weekend that I stayed on the personal AdSense. Okay. So that being said, folks, all that being said, after 4 days of being on my personal AdSense, I said, this is God, I can't do this. This is terrible, man. So I recontacted Curse. I said, you know, here's the situation. I've been away from you guys for 1 week. It was actually that Monday, a week, so that was this Monday. It was the 8th, right? I wrote them and I said, I've been away from you guys for 1 week. Guess what? It didn't work out just like I kind of was afraid of or I suspected. It did not work out. They lied to me. They said they were going to put me in a managed partnership. They refused to do so after only being with them one freaking day, right? So, listen, the revenue that I was making when I was with you at Curse is way more than what I was making on my personal AdSense for 4 days. I'd be a buffoon to keep doing it myself. I want to go back with you guys. And basically, Curse reiterated exactly what they had said at the beginning of the process. They said, okay, we'll take you back into our network, but understand this isn't something that we're going to do for you every month. If you're going to do this now, we hope that you're going to at least stay for a while. And I said, listen, at this point, I'm not going to, you know, I've already lost out on over a week of ad revenue on YouTube because I was fishing around, right? And I'd be an idiot to really play around anymore. I've had enough, and at this point, I just want to be back with Curse, and I want to get settled in. And, you know, the funny thing about the whole situation is I even had issues too, like when we were trying to re-sign me back to Curse, there was an issue where a tax form wasn't showing up or whatever. They solved it like this, like instantly. They responded and they found the technical issue and they solved it. So unlike this stupid fake MCN or whoever they are, or unlike YouTube, Curse actually responds to issues and fixes them like this. Wow! You mean like a company that actually cares about people or their customers or the people who sign with them and they actually want to have a good business relationship and make money? What a fucking amazing concept that they would actually have a good working relationship and actually respond and fix problems. I mean, I never would have thought about that, right? So, yeah, that's the deal. So now, as of earlier this week, it was like Monday or Tuesday, I'm back in the partnership with Curse. I'm happy to report that after we got signed, they were able to bulk monetize all the advertisements on my videos, which was great. And I'm now back to making the decent amount of money that I was making with them in March and April on a daily basis. In fact, right now, the views are actually kind of down because now I just finished Prey and there's no new game right now. But I'm still doing pretty good. Okay? So I have to say this, folks. If you're going into YouTube or maybe you have a YouTube channel already and you're considering, I'd like to monetize my stuff, but I'm not exactly sure how to go about it. Should I just make a personal AdSense and roll with that? Or should I just go with a partner network? What are the benefits? Go with a reputable partner network that not only is going to be very upfront about what you get, but a partner network that is well known so you can trust them so that they're not going to basically have any of these fucking really bad issues like a little leaky place. Curse provides me with the
Yo, I ain't pausing fucking forever, and this shit still going on. Oh my god.
That free music library that I had when I was with Machinima. So
I fucking fell asleep and woke back up and he's still going.
Excellent. They've got great customer support that gets back to me pretty quickly. It's not always like this. Maybe it's 1 to 2.
I'm just hearing rambling and snapping his fingers while I'm asleep.
Right away.
And he's still fucking going. It's almost over with. Now get the fuck out of here.
Even shows the day I'm getting paid and has status updates for when you're going to get paid and once you get paid, payment cleared. It has like all this cool, useful data in it that it's better than any network.
You only pay with one.
So I definitely have to strongly recommend you go with a big-time MCN. You're going to make more money doing it, even though they take a cut. Overall, you're still going to make much more money doing it than if you ran
Sure you will.
Private AdSense stuff. It just makes sense, okay? So that's my story. That's the full, true story of what actually happened. The past
Sure it is.
Anything you heard from a third party on a podcast or a former employee doesn't apply, and it's complete
Everything
bullshit.
is a lie. Everything is fake news. Believe DSP. Everything is the truth. DSP is love. DSP is life. Make sure you grow up to become a very strong eggplant. Look at that face. Why would you not believe that face? That is the face of truthfulness. That is the face of street smarts and book smarts. All right, we out of here. I don't have a hashtag. I fucking fell asleep during that shit. It went on so long. That was ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous. And there's so much worthless information and so much worthless details. Just like the fucking hospital story. I hate Hate Live, and I'm not gonna watch the next Hate Live unless some fucking drama happen, and I don't feel like talking about it in a separate video, so I could watch Hate Live and make that up and make that my excuse to talk about it. I'm about to do fun stuff. I think I recorded this with a low bit rate, so it ought to be uploaded within an hour after me recording this. And yeah. Don't come to my stream chat and be a cuck about DSP videos. Love you and goodbye.